Oh shit. Are we dropping frames still? Crap, I dropped a bunch of frames at the start there. Oh yeah, let's keep an eye on that. I'm definitely not continuing the stream if we're gonna drop shit. Okay. Stream announcement. Yo, holy shit, everyone's here. Hi, Magic Turtle. Hi, Couchman. I was actually watching. I was watching Chud with you. That was some. That was. Holy shit. That's some fucking drama going on. And hey, Chow. Haven't seen you in a while. What's poppin'? Not much. Haven't streamed in. Haven't streamed much in the past couple of weeks. Was dealing with some personal shit, but I'm back. I'm strong. What doesn't kill you makes you sexier. You streamed yesterday. Well, yeah, I did. But I basically been like only streaming lip praxis for a couple of weeks, is what I'm saying. Hey, Nept. Yeah, insane shit. Dude, I just... Fuck, I should have... did you watch anime with us? No. I should have fucking just clipped it. I was being stun-locked watching Hassan's stream covering the drama shit. And he just went on a rant about fucking racial, like, ethnic slurs. He went on a rant, grandstanding about ethnic slurs after the whole, like, Cracker and Gusano drama in his Discord, which, I mean, obviously he doesn't acknowledge it, but that was pretty ironic. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, actually, Chow, I was thinking about the discussion yesterday. I actually kind of missed you there, because it was a hey Skits. It was this discussion about I don't know if you caught a bit of it about the like when is secession of from a state legitimate? I thought it would have been a good discussion to have you there. But it was also chill to just be a smaller panel, I guess. Anyways. What are we gonna do? I am on the fence. Like, there are two wolves inside me. One of them is a reality TV whore and wants to just push through all the stupid-ass drama. And I'm probably gonna give in to that one. The other wolf is, like... I don't care about... I actually on a fun... and I'm not saying this like virtue signal. There's nothing wrong with caring about random drama. But there's a part of me that legitimately doesn't care. And another part that just really, really wants to know more about random people's lives. It's something. Anyways, I had a plan. And my plan is I'm gonna start off with just some chill news coverage, actually. There's South Sudan as an example. Yeah, I mean South Sudan really hard. Well, fuck, where's my Google Doc? God, I need to organize better. I have come to understand the single best criteria for when a state can secede or it cannot secede, and it's when George Clooney supports the secession. That is the one single criteria that you need to pay attention to if you're a savvy geopolitical pundit. Did George Clooney approve the secession? Then yes, it's a legitimate state. If he didn't, tough luck. That's all we need to know. That's what South Sudan taught me. That's what I have to share with you on the topic. That was the sum total of my preparation for yesterday's debate. Does Clooney support a secession? Well, he supported South Sudan. He supported South Sudan becoming an independent state, which is the whole meme, because it also became kind of a shit show. I mean, not necessarily a problem with the secession. It's the classic problems of unstable African governments, a lot of corruption, a lot of ethnic strife, leading to, you know, like tribes wanting to fucking genocide each other. Lots of accusations of, well, massacres and genocide flying around. I didn't dive like deep enough to ascertain what actually was, where like the big true or not true was in the South Sudan like genocide allegation stuff, but it doesn't seem like a very, it seems like there's a bit of a shit show going on there. But George Clooney approved it, so that's all I need to know. And I'm memeing this up because it was like, it actually does bring up this weird funny point where you got a fully functional state in like Somaliland. And when I say fully functional, I mean like democratic elections that had international oversight, that who said that, hey, those were good elections. A university that's well respected in as higher education on the African continent. The approval and a relative stability, because the government works with approval and cooperation with the local tribe leaders. They've like managed to create a constitution or like a government system where they share the power between like classic democratic system and a council of tribe leaders. So like an interesting mix of, you know, respecting the traditional approach or compromising with it, but also trying to modernize it with the democratic system. And you know, they're not like overrun by bloodthirsty warlords turning 13-year-olds into murderous soldiers. So that's pretty cool too when you compare it to the rest of Somalia. So pretty fucking based. But they're not recognized by the African Council of Nations. They're not recognized by the UN. In fact, the UN and most Western countries recognize the official government of Somalia, which puts them in a bit of a quandary where they can't actually recognize Somaliland because they put all their like eggs behind the basket of the government in exile of Somalia, which doesn't have any actual power, doesn't have any actual government, isn't capable of administrating anything, because the rest of the country is overrun by warlords or like the African offshoot of Al-Qaeda, which I don't remember. It was Boko Haram. I don't know if they changed their name by now, but it's all the same shit. I love you too, Giant Lobster Man. Self-determination is another approach, which I think is dog shit. Well, the reason I thought about you in yesterday's discussion was because the discussion actually really went into the like realist perspective of like, you want to secede? Okay, do you have the power to do so? Do you have access to weapons? Do you have leverage over the government? Do you have popular support? Do you have international support? Not like trying to go for an ideological. I pulled it there. I pulled the discussion to like, hey, but what's the ideal for a secession? What's the like ideology that we want to support? But it was mostly like, okay, like you need power to secede, which is a truism. Anyways, you can all catch that on VOD if you want to see that discussion. So since I haven't been streaming that much in the past couple days, I want to catch up on some good memes. And they're not the spicy Twitch drama memes, which, you know, I do want to address a bit more at some point. I just finished Lamb, it's super crazy. Oh yeah, Lamb is a fucking crazy movie. I have the utmost respect for Trump, because how many presidents can you fucking name who have developed literal telepathic powers during their presidency? I'm pretty sure you can name none. Trump has. Trump has not only made America great again, he's made telepathy, he's made his mind great again. And, where's the music? Fuck. I need to organize my shit better. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
You had said on Truth Social a number of times you did declassify.
I did declassify, yes.
Okay. Is there a process? What was your process to declassify?
There doesn't have to be a process, as I understand it. You know, there's different people say different things, but as I understand, there doesn't have to be. If you're the president of the United States, you can declassify just by saying it's declassified, even by thinking about it.
You see? He just has to think about it. He didn't commit a crime. He just declassified it in his mind. Dude, that's so fucking based. You, like, fucking Nixon. Nixon ain't got shit on Trump. He didn't need, Trump wouldn't need to, you know, wiretap Watergate. He could just like, I now know what my political opponent is doing. That's how he's capable of doing the 5D chess that his presidency is typical of. Oh my god, the streamer tabs. Shh, shh. Please don't worry, okay? This is your round telepathy, yeah. Oh, holy shit, the Iran stuff too. I mean, literally, like, is this gonna hold up in court? Is the big question I have. Is Trump actually gonna show up in court? Is Trump actually gonna show up in court and tell the judge, well, like it wasn't a crime because I decided the documents weren't classified in my head, so you know it was declassified. Like, does that actually hold up in court? I'm not a lawyer. I want to ask a lawyer. Before I leave to go on a run, I think what may have been missing from yesterday's panel is answering the question, what is statehood? It became the topic towards the end, but you're right. Like, setting up the definition probably should have been the preliminary discussion of the panel. It happened more towards the end, where at some point, like, I had a big disagreement with Chinchilla on what constituted a state, on like what his standards were for that, and yeah. And most people don't know the international law / norms behind it, which may be why people default to the basic explanation of it exists because of power. Well, that's why I say it's a truism. It's not like you can contest that to be able to set up a state, you need the power to set it up. I thought he was going to plead the fifth on the whole thing, on everything. Yeah, that would have probably be a bit smarter than what he did. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, that might have been a better decision for Trump. I'm not his lawyer. I'm not his lawyer, but yeah, exactly. It becomes it exists because it does. Yeah, it's not a very useful assertion. That's why I'm saying it's a truism. You're grokking me. You understand what I say, what I mean. You can declassify just by saying it's declassified, even by thinking about it. Pressed further, Trump insisted he had declassified the documents before he left the White House. In other words, when I left the White House, they were declassified. The comments came during the discussion of the ongoing criminal investigation, blah, 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 blah. So my understanding there is some other Trump drama as well. Like, I just really like the fucking telepathic declassifying documents shtick. Let's see. Let me move this over here. Read Carl Schmitt's Nomos of the Earth, the best anti-colonial work of theory of all time. Real Peter Khan, I am sincerely confused on what is your, like, what's your actual ideology? Because I often see you trolling with some, like, right-wing adjacent shit, but it's trolling, so I don't really know what you actually feel about it. And then you're like recommending anti-colonial theory. I appreciate it.
Mr. President, great to see you.
I don't know if I'll read it though.
The Supreme Court, this big deal.
Who the fuck reads books, dude? It's 2022. If you can't fit it into a TikTok video, why should I care about it? Sheesh. SMH my head. I'm a member of the Social Democratic Party of Germany. Okay.
Roe v. Wade.
Yale Courses is uploading a new lecture series, The Making of the Modern Ukraine Nation, and it goes deep what makes a nation, and eventually will include statehood. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I had someone yesterday tell me that that Yale had that course and that it's something that should interest me. But that makes it even more interesting. Now, the real big question, to follow up on what I just told Peter Kahn, does the course fit into a TikTok video? Because that determines whether I'll actually watch it or not.
The Supreme Court now authenticating that draft opinion by Sam Alito, in essence overturning Roe v. Wade. Were you surprised to see this?
Well, we don't know exactly if that's true because it was certainly something that they're working on. It would imagine. I don't think anyone
Unless you
made it
watched
up.
on stream.
It sounded like him. He's a great man, by the way. He's a tremendous guy. But
Tremendous.
as a justice, he's just fantastic. And you have some great ones up there now. But we have to find out what that means. And is somebody going to do something about it? Are they going to try and change it? Is it real? Nobody really knows, and they don't know who leaked it. I will say the leak was a terrible thing. You're just not used to that for the Supreme Court. We see it so much leaking in our world, in your world, in my world.
Wait, what the fuck's going on?
Now. It's very
I know I'm only a minute in, but Trump is like saying reasonable stuff here. What's going on? Carl Schmitt was a Nazi though, so I was trolling, but only a bit. Nomos of the Earth was published after the war when Schmitt had already become a pacifist. Okay.
very interesting. You try and cover those leaks, but you've never seen it, or they've rarely seen it in the Supreme Court. It was very shocking, I think. I think it was a very
Nazis
bad thing.
bad.
Well, Chuck Schumer said,
How could you say something so controversial yet so brave? Man, I was gonna support Nazis, but then you said Nazis bad, and now I don't support Nazis anymore. I'm shocked. I need to rethink my worldview, my ideology. Damn. Is it good, Brandon? This is
it's all your
more
fault,
like,
of course, if Roe v. Wade gets overturned. Obviously, he's talking about those three.
okay,
products.
yeah, you're right. Okay, this is no, it's not good, Brandon. It's fuck. What would be the opposite of dark Brandon? It's light Trump versus dark Brandon. Light Trump rising against dark Brandon. What is that painting? Holy shit, I just noticed. Oh my god. Dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Dude. What is... I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, this painting is actually missing something very, very important. And it's the bulgy wolgy. Like there's here, let's do some little professional photoshopping, you know? Gotta wait, no. Shading, for shading, I need to like sample the lighter color. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Then let's sample the even lighter color. Put some here. Alright, this is scuffed as fuck. I don't care. It looks like he fucking shit his pants. I shit his pants, but in the front. It's like he's got. I feel like I've drawn some like a weird vagina in the front, and then he sharded himself, and the shit like slid to the front of his vagina. I feel like that's what I've succeeded in painting. Okay, let's abandon our artistic career and like abandon all subtlety, okay? This is what this painting needs. There. You got it. Fixed it for you, Trump. It misses the tax bracket, yeah. That's what I call a happy accident. Man, when Kaka? Oh yeah, fuck, I need to... Okay, you know what? Let's do boring shit. I don't care. I'm a proud, brave memer who don't care about nothing. And very nice. Trump is a phallic symbol. That is true. Trump it by himself is a phallic symbol. Okay, I have emotes. I have custom emotes made by the one and only Melon. And I still haven't added them to my better Twitch.tv, which just goes to show I'm a terrible streamer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add them right now. No excuses. Upload emote. Shit, does it need to be like full size? Because she sent me the... Okay, yeah. Let me, oh, fuck. I need to... Okay, I'll just save... Okay, let's just do this. I think this is 112 by 112. Let's, like, go here. Do a new folder. Emotes. Boom. Save. I'm sorry, I've been procrastinating on this, so I'll just fucking do it now. Oh, yeah, this one. Awesome. Boom, browse. Ignore the Ahagao faces in my meme folder. That's perfectly normal. All right. Name comfy. Allow emote to be shared with other channels. Let's not do that. Okay, upload emote. Oh, this is an emote from fuck. HTTPS www.twitch.tv.melanade. I think it's Melanade. I can always edit it. All right. Cool. Name comfy. Then we can add name mods. Boom. Upload. You can get 7 TV emotes going as well. Not sure if you use that extension. I don't use it, but I'll add it to everything. Right, so whatever people use, it'll be there. Dashboard, and the last one, name Poggies. Wait, why am I naming them name? I fucking Oyo Poggies. Ah, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. Now I have to edit all of them. The fuck? Why am I'm dead naming myself. I'm actually dead naming myself. Okay. Boom. Edit. Oyoyo. Update. Dashboard. Boom. Oyoyo. Update. All right. Yes. We got him. Mission accomplished. Anyways. Back to our program.
Supreme Court Justice, impact your thoughts?
Well, a lot of people are very happy about that. So some people maybe say it's my fault, and some people say thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask you a little bit about this Biden and his.
Thank you for your
cognitive
service.
issue. You mentioned the other day you want to see a result, or you want to see a test taken. Do you believe he's mentally unfit for office? And do you think the 25th Amendment should be invoked?
It's such a nice question. But look, I think so much is writing.
That's such a nice question. when you say I should like overthrow the current president, that's such a nice question. Okay, I can guess from the context what the 25th Amendment is. It's obviously the amendment that lets you like yeet a president if they're unfit for duty. But let's just double check. Let's just make sure we know what they're talking about. In case of removal of the president from office, please break glass. Yeah, the vice president shall become president. Whenever there's a vacancy, vice president becomes blah, blah, blah. Or president term dismissed, blah, blah, pro tempore. Blah, blah, blah. 25th Amendment was an effort to resolve some of the continuing issues resolving about the office of president. That is what happens upon the death, removal, or resignation. Wait, so it doesn't have anything to do with being mentally unfit for office. It actually is just what happens if he is unfit and you, like, yeet him. But, yeah, okay. Fucking stupid-ass question.
Right now, that somebody that's running for office before you have the election, I think you have to take a test. And you have to be sharp. When I look at what you're dealing with, I know them all.
You have to take a test.
At the top of their games. I mean,
you have to run an SAT before you know, being running for president. Why is he mentally unfit for office? Well, it's the classic conservative meme. I'm sure you've seen this around, right? That the Brandon is unfit. He's senile. He like stutters. He can't speak. He's worse than like he's a worse public speaker than a Twitch streamer. He's got all those like weird ass videos of him. One of my favorite ones is fuck, not Biden. Stop. Biden pool speech. Oh, wait, or corn pop. Wait. No, my favorite edit of it is. Let me find it real quick. Shit. Why is there a bunch of like shitty versions of the meme? There is a really good one out there, and I know it. And it's none of those. Or maybe it's this one. No, it's not this one. Why? God damn it. Biden NPC dialogue. Please. Damn it. Oh, it's this one. Okay.
Be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom. Don't worry about it. Why? You're getting nervous, man. Just calm down. It's okay.
I'm beginning to see why your wife left you.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. So I'd take you behind the gym and beat the hell out of you.
It's all like real Biden quotes.
Come on. You're gonna die. Be a mule.
It's not that good. It was better in my memory. But anyways, okay, let's just go for this one.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Fuck, I forgot he says he loves it. Classic Biden. Best course of action for Brandon is to go full Caligula on them and let Trump be sentenced to prison by a horse. True. Big true. Anyways.
Some are nice, some aren't nice, some are vicious, and they're all smart. And you cannot be like we are now. This war in Ukraine should have never happened. 100% would not have happened with me.
Okay, this war in Ukraine should have never happened. I agree with you, Mr. Trump. It would not have happened if I was president. I don't know, man. Biden has the Coke psychomotor. Check out that pattern. Fuck, dude, I don't know. Like, people are unironically memeing when in recent speeches, Biden has been high energy and like really delivering on the on like actually saying coherent stuff and with energy. People have been saying like, oh wow, someone swapped out the Xanax for amphetamines. Like, I maybe he's ruined by Coke, like long-term usage. I don't know what that does to people long-term.
I decided to take one because the fake news was having fun no matter what you did. And I took one.
Yeah, Biden off the perks, bro, for real, exactly.
And you know, it was an amazing thing. They now call me a dictator and other things, but they don't call you stupid because I aced it. And you gotta...
God, this painting is so fucking sexy. I can't... Dude. I swear to God, like, knowing Trump, he he either chose the room because that painting is there. I swear, like, at someday there's gonna be a leak, or, well, it isn't gonna be because there's like a million of those interviews and it all gets drowned out and how ridiculous Trump is. He the camera crew comes into his office here, and I don't know if this is Mar-a-Lago or whatever. They come in and he's like, we're gonna do the interview here, and it looks really nice. And they're like setting up the camera here, you know, facing the other way. And he's like, no, the camera's on the other side, facing this way. He wants this picture of like Chad Trump to be center of the shot. He wants your eyes to be attracted to it. He wants you to be attracted to him. I'm surprised he didn't commission the artist to paint a giant cock bulge on his painting. That was the first meme I did. I like threw it in paint and drew a cock bulge on his painting.
You got to do well. If you're going to be president, and you know the Chinese system, you start from very young, and it's like a big pyramid, and the smartest guy gets to the top. It's sort of an amazing system. Okay, nothing I recommend strongly, but you know you're dealing with.
Wait, did he just say that the Chinese system is a meritocracy? That the guy who gets on top in China is the guy who's the best to lead, and then he covers his bases by saying,
if you're going to be president, and you know the Chinese system, you start from very young, and it's like a big pyramid, and the smartest guy gets to the top. It's sort of an amazing system. Okay, nothing I recommend strongly, but
nothing I recommend strongly. So he recommends it like softly, but not strongly. Jesus Christ.
You know, you're dealing with these people that are top of the world, top of the game. And I watched what happened in Europe, and I watched the decisions that I made, and you watch.
What's the song where the guy like sings "Top of the World"? Is it like a Kanye song or something? I'm sorry.
The news conferences, and this country's going to hell, just so you understand. This country's going to hell. Between the border, between the Afghanistan removal, the way we got out, giving the Taliban $85 billion worth of weapons, you know?
That was your deal. You were the one. You were the one, my brother in Christ. You were the one who did the deal with the Taliban. You're the one who chose the sandwich ingredients. Why? How can you complain about that now?
They're now the number one munitions seller in the world. Did you know that? Number one in the world. They're selling the stuff we gave them. And we fled. It was like we fled. Not one soldier was killed in 18 months. I spoke to the leader. I said, don't do it, in a very strong way. I said, don't do it. Abdul. He said, don't do it, Abdul. But we had 13 soldiers killed. We had many horribly injured. And, you know, nobody ever talks about them. They lose legs and they lose arms and beyond that. And nobody talks about them. No, I think having a test is a very good idea.
Mm-hmm. And mentally unfit? You don't want to...
I don't want to say it. Let them take a test. You know, these tests are good. They've done...
What the fuck does anything he said have to do with like supporting our veterans?
For 100 years, and they have them down to a science. I mean, they're good, and they're not easy. You have to be sharp, and people that are in that position have to be sharp.
Yeah. The Ministry of Truth, as they're calling it, this disinformation governance board that you've heard about. What do you make of it exactly? You wonder if they're going to go after like a Truth Social. I mean, this is scary stuff. This is Orwellian stuff.
Well, especially the person that's doing it, because she's a political operative, and it's no good anyway. Because who knows who this person is? But they picked a person that would be the last choice of certainly a certain party.
So, like, in a vacuum, I don't disagree with the like hand-wringing point of okay, a Ministry of Truth, not a great thing. In practice, it's throwing a rock in a glass house. Trump literally weaponized government. Let me lower the gain a little bit. Trump literally weaponized government institutions against his political opponents. He tried to use the fact that the US was supplying weapons to Ukraine to pressure Ukraine into fabricating evidence against Biden. He tried to... I think that's the main thing he did. Now, does the Democrat Party do that as well? You can make that argument. I don't think I agree with it. But you can make that argument if you're like really partisan as a Republican, but you can't pretend that Trump is above that.
And actually probably of both parties, because most people believe it's called free speech. You have to have free speech. So I think that it's not even believable that we're talking about this subject, if you want to know the truth. Who would have believed that we're talking about somebody that's going to censure people over a long period of time? and very strong. Now they're saying, oh, no, it's just a recommendation. That's where it all began. I guess that's what they used to say in Russia. That's what they said in the Soviet Union, right? We're just going to do a little bit. No, we can't do that.
But not in China, because China is a tremendous system and a meritocracy, and I recommend it mildly. So, so yeah, we want to do things like China, not like USSR. Good
That's
point.
a horrible thing.
Imagine you, in your administration, introducing some sort of Ministry of Truth. What the media would have done.
Well, I have a Ministry of Truth. It's called Truth. It's called Truth Social.
I
Which, by
got
the way,
him.
is doing very well. I don't know if you've seen the numbers.
Yeah, number one app.
Would you get me a
Oh shit, Liptar's BTFO. I got a Ministry of Truth. It's the truth.
It's a number one. Can you believe it? Number one. TikTok was 2, Twitter was 3 or 4. Number one app, and it's great. And I hope you people are all going to get it.
What's your advice to Elon Musk?
Wait, what? Is that real? No fucking way. Truth Social metrics. Or like... rankings, sorry. Truth Social rankings. That's... background, inception, reaction, blah, blah, blah. Growth problems. Fuck. I just want... I'm obviously not going to find the source for what he's saying because he's bullshitting. Oh, no, there it is. Trump's Truth Social rockets the #1 spot on Apple App Chart after Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter. Wait, really? No fucking way. Who is switching to Truth Social from Twitter? Elon Musk has literally been pandering to the Trump crowd. Why would they flee Twitter when Elon Musk acquires it? It actually makes no sense. Elon Musk is like a free speech yes man. At least he purports to be. I don't know if he's actually going to be that. Wow. I did not expect that. Huh. Okay. iPhone US App Store, #1.
Strong Christian influence there.
Congratulations.
You know what the...
On Truth
influence-
Social is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what it is? Me. I have strong Christian influence. Go ahead.
Fair enough. What's your advice to Elon Musk, by the way, on Twitter?
Well, I liked him. I helped him when he had difficulty.
Praise God. Strong Christian influence.
I think he's a very good guy. I'm not going on Twitter because I have Truth. I think Truth is a better modern day version. But I think he's a really good guy. Paid a lot of money for that, and I hope it works out.
Let me ask you a little bit
It's
about...
not really as directly a competition. You know, we're also looking at competing with Facebook and competing with others too.
So you don't see it
But
as
Truth
direct
is, well, everything. Look, everything's competition, right? Everything. You can probably say the network's a competition. Everything. But we're looking at beyond Twitter, and we have a system that's a very modern, very updated system. If you look at pixels, or if you look at prints, or if you look at, they look better. Truth has really been amazing. I mean, to be number one on the Apple.
They look better. Oh shit. We inject the pixels directly into your brain now. What the fuck is he talking
It's
about?
pretty incredible, I think.
The culture, as we like to say, kind of going to hell in a handbasket. I mean, this transgender movement is out of control. Joe Biden thinks there's at least 3 genders. I would think more. What do you make of it specifically? And I am curious as it relates to whether
At
you see
least
this
3
transgender movement,
genders.
not transgender people, but the movement is evil, unbiblical. A lot of people say this is not the way it should be.
That's not the way it should be. That's for sure. It is a terrible thing. I mean, especially when you're taking children that don't even have this period to form. And you know, in many cases, I hear 60% of the cases, in later life, they're saying, why did they do this to me? 60%. No, I think it's a terrible...
I imagine most of you have already heard this discussion. The 60% thing, if I recall correctly, unless he like pulled the number out of his ass, but there is this number that's usually thrown around of like a large percent of people who declared themselves to be gender not conforming as adolescents came to change their mind as adults. That's the actual statistic. And the actual definition for gender non-conforming is not someone who's gone through gender reassignment, whether it's hormone replacement therapy or even going as far as like gender reassignment surgery. It's not even people who've started, individuals who've started like, you know, cross-dressing or like wearing a bodysuit, et cetera, to present as their identified gender. It's literally every single adolescent person who's questioned their gender identity in their mind not anyone who's put it into practice, not any obviously people who've put it into practice are in that statistic as well. But that's why you hear this statistic from conservatives of, wow, so many trans people regretted when they become adults. No, it's not trans people. It's people who identified at some point in their life as gender nonconforming. This isn't a statistic representing people regretting gender change. It just isn't. It doesn't apply to that.
Thing. I think what's happened with Disney and what Disney's doing. I mean, Walt Disney is looking down.
What's he thinking?
He's not happy. Okay. Walt Disney said, "Whatever happened to my beautiful Magic Kingdom?" He's not happy. No, it's a terrible thing. Who would think some of your questions are excellent, but who would think you would even have to ask questions about like things like this? You could also ask about men playing women's sports, competing against women in sports, and you see the records that are being broken by 38 seconds.
Right.
You know, a swim record that's lasted for years, it gets broken by 38 seconds, which is, unthinkable. When you see some of the things that they talk about today, you can't even believe the questions being asked. It's so ridiculous.
Well, and here's another question. Now we're talking about, are the left in this country okay with what they call this word grooming, right? This grooming. In other words, talking to little kids about LGBT lifestyle. What's your view on the grooming?
God, they're hitting like every single dumb fucking talking
comments that a lot of conservatives think this is grooming by the left.
Yeah, I'm opposed to it, obviously. I'm opposed to many of the things that we talk about. I can think of nothing actually that I'd before. This is a different world. It's a new world. And I think it's actually going to be shut out. You know how it's going to get shut out? Common sense.
It's a brave new world. Na na na. Na 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 na. Oh God, I need to practice singing.
It's common sense, but I think it's going, and I think religion will help shut it out.
Right? Is that the reason? It's a brave new. Wait, no. It's a brave new world is a fucking book. That Aladdin song, New World. It's a whole new world. God damn it! It's a whole new world. What are the lyrics? A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. All right, yeah, I remember it. Anyways.
Nobody has done more for Christianity. Nobody has done more for religion of all type than me. And they're really doing things now too. And I've always said it. They are against organized religion. They're against Christianity. They're against Israel. There's no question. You look at what's going on with Israel. If they go back into that Iran deal, Israel is going to have a very...
Oh, God. Yeah. Biden super against Israel. Good fucking fake news. I don't know what to call that. The Democrat party, like both parties in the U.S. are super pro-Israel. Jesus Christ.
Tough time surviving unless something happens. Mm-hmm. And that would be very bad.
I like the thing that pisses me off is I get the culture war shit, of course, and anyone gets it. I don't get the like blatant lying. I guess the culture war, a lot of the culture war stuff is kind of blatant lying too, but at least there's some sort of like, okay, if you like bend your worldview this way, then like basic sex education, if you like squint and put your glasses on the wrong way and look at it upside down, it kind of looks like grooming, and you pretend some other stuff happens in it too. Sure. But the Dems being anti-Israel, like what kind of crack are you smoking?
Election integrity. I got to get to it. Senator Rick Scott said the other day that he believes that liberal activists and the Biden DOJ are using lawsuits and charges of racism to basically weaken all of these election integrity laws. Do you believe Democrats are playing the race card in this?
Well, they've always played the race card.
And even
of course, in this, but they played the race card for as long as I can remember. And they play it so much that people don't take it so seriously anymore. And that's a positive thing, not a negative thing. They say it about people that are less racist than any people anywhere in the world. Okay, you're a racist, and whenever you hear that term, that means you're winning, because what they're doing is that's their last card. And
you heard from Trump, being racist is winning. Trump just said he supports Chud logic. You've heard it here. Trump endorses Chud logic. If you're racist, you're winning.
Used it with me, and it's failed very badly. But they played the race card for many years, as long as I can remember.
Yeah. Anthony Fauci. Senator Rand Paul said this, it's been 6-9 months ago. He said that he's concerned that Fauci lied to Congress over gain-of-function research. He wants the DOJ to, in essence, start some sort of criminal referral on that. Are you concerned about Fauci? Do you want him investigated and looked at here in terms of lying to Congress?
Well, Rand has taken it very, very to a very high level. And he does feel that way. I spoke to Rand about it. When Fauci came with me, when he was in, he's been there for 40 years or something. But when he was with me, he had very little to say. I didn't have him in a position like he is now. And actually, he said, keep the country open to China. And I said, no, which I had 21 people in the room. Almost all of them said, keep it open. I saved hundreds of thousands of lives by closing it to China. Then I saw what was going on in France and Italy, and I closed it to them.
Is that even true? What was the timeline? USA timeline, closing China border, COVID. Oh god, we're gonna have to go like 5 fucking years back. It's time machine. Okay, November 17th, 2019, initial infection of patient 0. First person to test positive in Wuhan. China reports pneumonia of an unknown cause. I was sick during this time, by the way. I had come back from China. I was fucking patient 0, probably. I came back from working in China back then. Here, let's zoom in so you can actually read this shit. I'd come back from working in China, and wait, what the fuck? Huh? I'd come back from working in China, and I actually got super sick, and I had all the symptoms. I had dry cough, loss of taste and smell, super high fever, difficulties breathing. I obviously didn't get diagnosed. I didn't go to the hospital. I was really, really fucking sick, but I was like, it's just a bad cold. No one was talking about any new disease from China or anything. And then like a couple months, like a month, 2 months later, I realized, oh shit, I probably was like one of patient 0s in France. December, blah, blah, blah. China confirms a case. When's like what the US did? First US coronavirus cases reported in Washington State, January 20th. Still no border closing. China puts Wuhan on lockdown. CDC, then yeah. Trump establishes a COVID-19 interagency task force. So we're like 3 weeks already. We're 3 weeks after the first case in the U.S. Assistance to provide 200 beds. Blah blah blah. Okay, January 30th. Okay, so yeah, in 3 weeks they restrict travel to China. That is, not amazing, but it's pretty fast. And the next day, travel restriction on China for entering the United States. Okay. That's true. It's true.
Frankly, we made some great decisions. We made great decisions. I think it's one of the things we worked so hard, because this horrible China virus, COVID, whatever you want to call it. China virus is a far more accurate term, but it came over and nobody had any idea. And what we did in terms of therapeutics, what we did with Operation Warp Speed, and it's been given credit, but I think we haven't been given the kind of credit we should get.
No, I agree. On Fauci, though, do you want to see some, if GOP took over the House in November after the midterms, would you want to see an investigation into this?
Well, you can look, but look, Fauci is a different kind of a guy. He's a liberal Democrat. He's been there for many, many years. I didn't use him very much from the standpoint of, now they've given him this great power where he's calling a lot of shots. He would give recommendations to me, and generally speaking, if you look at his...
Fauci is literally the deep state. Okay, I'm getting kind of tired of this. Let's
recommendations. For instance, at the beginning, he didn't want masks. He was totally anti-mask. He was saying masks don't work. That went on for 3 or 4 months. And then he became a radical masker. I said, so tell me, I lost a
radical masker.
Because I said, that man over there, what's your story on masks? No mask. And 4 months later, he's saying everybody should put masks on your ears, your nose, your hair. I mean, as many, he went a little wild. So no, I'd let Rand just fight that out. He can do whatever he wants on that. But Rand feels very strongly about it.
Let me ask some political questions real quick. The midterm elections, the media's going to be looking at your one-loss record. You've endorsed a lot of candidates. What's your sense here in terms of how this will play out? And how much stock do you put in this win-loss record?
So my record is unparalleled. My endorsements, it's totally unparalleled. Nobody's ever had a record like this. I'm almost unblemished. When I endorse
I'm just going like point by point. It's a classic Trump speech, or I guess it's technically an interview. There's just a lot to unpack in like every single state. Not every single statement, a lot to unpack, but almost every single statement he makes, there's a need to unpack things. We've gone from like there was like LGBTQ is grooming. Biden, what it started off with Biden isn't fit. 25th Amendment, I don't, a bunch of random shit. all the classic conservative talking points of the times.
J.D. Vance I endorsed. Now, that will be, I don't know when you're going to be broadcasting this, but that'll be tonight, you'll know. So we'll know. But J.D. was down by about 12 points, and I endorsed him, and now he's leading, and we'll see what happens. Dr. Oz is a fantastic guy, likewise, and he was down, and I endorsed him, and now he's up. But they're spending like $50 million to beat him. It almost seems unfair, you want another, but they're spending a tremendous amount of money. Ted Budd in North Carolina, he was not...
I'm sure Trump is the first one in line to abolish Citizens United. Very, very unfair.
Down, people didn't know him. He's fantastic. Now he's up 17 points, so he's doing really fantastically. So I have many. Carrie Lake is doing a great job in Arizona.
She's a pistol.
Well, she's fantastic, and her big thing is election integrity and the rigging of the 2020 election. I mean, she's literally, if you ask her how are your children, she says the election was rigged and stolen in 2020. She's totally on that message, and I understand that message. We had somebody.
I understand that message.
Who was on that message. I endorsed him.
He understands the message. Oh yeah, no shit. Jesus Christ, he's still, dude. This is where that like whole January 6th commission is so fucking toothless. How like, and I'm saying that, and I fully respect that it had to happen, and I fully respect what they were actually trying to accomplish there, which wasn't to like stop Trump from this shit, but there's a whole fucking congressional commission that establishes the links between Trump and the insurrection, basically establishing Trump as a stochastic terrorist. And he's still on this shit. He's still fucking dismantling U.S. democracy in his in his rhetoric.
54 points. He was leading by 54 points. Nobody knows that. And then one day, I think he hired Romney or McCain people or something. Somebody gave him some very bad advice at a rally. He said, let's not talk about the 2020 rigged election. Who knows what it was? Let's go on to the future. And he got booed out of the stadium. He got booed. I've never heard booing like this. I said, by the way, I don't know what you said, but
I've never heard booing like
and
this.
He went way, way down, and I unendorsed him. He should have never said that. This guy with a 54-point lead, and he hires Mitt Romney's people? I mean, tell me about that.
Let me ask you a little bit about the state of the Republican Party. I remember Joe Biden saying months ago at this press conference he had that he goes, he couldn't believe all these Republicans still afraid of Trump. It's like, oh, they're all afraid of Trump.
I have to say, in his own way, Trump is really, really good at the game he plays, which is to hold the entire Republican Party hostage. We, at this point, we know, having seen, Liz Cheney on the January 6th commission, people like Mitt Romney, previously people like McCain, all the actual long-standing career politicians, all the classic Republicans, they don't want Trump. They don't want this off-kilter brand of populism to be what the Republican Party becomes. But the second they don't toe the line that Trump has set for the entire party, they get fucked. Trump is going to blast them just like he just did. There is no fucking way Trump will let anyone break the line. Anyone who breaks it is a rhino. Anyone who breaks it is going to be taken down by the Republican Party. They're going to become a persona non grata. Did you know that Jeff Bezos' stepfather is Cuban? He took his stepfather's last name. I did not know. I would like coffee with radioactive crayon. I heard they serve that in the Marines. About 40% of Republicans, according to a poll, don't identify as MAGA. Republicans who don't, though, still may support him. Well, the problem is, and I've seen the same polls. I haven't seen the exact number, but I know MAGA isn't all the party, but it's rather that those who aren't MAGA prefer MAGA to the Democrats. So the MAGA Republicans can hold the party hostage. They're they have the nuclear option. The MAGA Republicans can completely implode the conservative party and leave all the more moderate conservatives without an option left. And I feel like that's the balance of power in the Republican Party, where basically they, and like you said, also a lot of people who may identify as more moderate will still see MAGA as the lesser of two evils, right? We have an idea from Secret Stuff is that, yeah, there are Republican politicians who don't like Trump but support him to continue their careers. Absolutely. I think there's no fucking doubt about that. I don't need to see leaks about it. I just need to fucking... I have my own telepathic powers, okay? I've declassified the top minds of the Republican Party. I'm living rent-free in their walls, and I know what they think. And it is exactly that.
Should Republicans be afraid of you, the ones that are not in line with you and your views?
Well, if they want to win politically, probably, because if I endorse them, they win, and if I don't endorse them, they don't win. I mean, that's almost 100% of the case.
There you go. If I endorse them, they win, and if I don't endorse them, they don't win, which is exactly the truth. If Trump condemns the Republican candidate, they lose. If Trump endorses them, they get a chance at winning. CIA, get on this. The French have infiltrated. This is just revenge. This is just revenge for when you fuckers were spying on the French administration, okay? Snowden's leak should reveal us the true colors of the NSA. Hey, Yolabong and stuff, how are you doing? I saw you in Chud's chat earlier watching the drama. I hope you enjoyed it. It's something, all right. I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight, but I want to do my own like dive into the drama at some point.
You know, I view it as a very important function. If I like somebody and if I think somebody's good, I'll endorse. Otherwise, I don't do it. I don't endorse everybody. Even if they're going to win, I don't endorse everybody. It's a very important. It's like a great honor. It's been bestowed upon me because this is never happened. You know, an endorsement.
It's a great honor. It's a fucking Medal of Honor. Okay, not gonna lie. If I'm ever running in the Republican Party and I get a Trump endorsement, I just want an endorsement. Now that he said this, that is a great honor. I want a fucking medal. I want like a medal with this painting as the I want this fucking Chad ass face to be. Where's the selection tool? Oh yeah, there it is. Can I like select? Oh, fuck. I want this like in the locket, you know, like a heart-shaped locket. Oh my god. It would be so hard to hide my boner. Enjoy as a strange characterization. I mean, look, okay. Quick aside. I understand that it's a bad look. You're enjoying drama, which basically started off by someone ruining their life because they got addicted to gambling, and then a bunch of sexual assault shit. So yeah, saying you enjoy the drama that results of that feels kind of fucking weird. And you're right to do that. You're like not a piece of shit person. But also, I would like to posit this to you. If you're gonna be like intellectually honest, it's Schadenfreude. It's reality TV. I don't know if you personally. I don't know what happens in your head since you're not a Republican. But no, you're a piece of shit. But like you're enjoying reality TV on Twitch of all those people. Those people aren't real, right? I'm not real. I'm like I'm a fucking talking head on your screen. I'm not a real person here in front of you. Those aren't real people to you. And that is normal. That is not a great thing. And it is good for you to be aware of it and to be like, wait, maybe I should, you know, treat those people with some level of compassion, etc., etc. To be fair, the inverse is also true. Those people don't see you as a real person. They see you as a fucking name in chat and eventually as like a wallet when you sub to them. And that's fine too. Like as long I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it is what it is. It's human nature. You know what I mean? Like don't feel bad for enjoying it. But don't go too deep into it either, obviously. And do understand that it's a real case of sexual assault. It's someone getting fucking addicted to gambling. It's people, but then it's like weirdo like playground bullshit. And not just playground bullshit. It is like fuck. I didn't want to get into it yet. Let's finish the Trump speech and then dive into it. I'm getting sidetracked. No, you're a piece of shit, and that's okay. Humans are evil. And that's like a more nihilistic way of looking at it. But like from a nihilistic like philosophical perspective, I don't disagree, Chow. I don't disagree. If that's like the perspective you want to look at it, that's coherent as well. The French aren't real. No, they aren't. I like seeing Train win because I like his benevolent brokenness. Dude, okay. One last aside. I appreciate what Train does. I see him as someone who probably is a really good friend to have. I would love it if Train was my friend, unless he's like actually a coke addict. I fucking hate coke addicts. But if that's just the meme, then or if he's like if he doesn't partake when we're hanging out with her, like he seems like someone who's a really good friend to have. But he's a horrible role model. He's allegedly scammed people with Joltcoin. He peddles gambling to hundreds of thousands of people. He himself is a gambling addict, but that doesn't excuse the fact that he's like literally fucking shooting up heroin, like slot heroin in his veins for 10 hours on end every fucking day. he hasn't streamed in a while, but you know what I mean. I see him as like a deeply flawed human being, which we all are on some level, but like this characterization of him being this amazing person because he saved like Darius's dog, or he said he like gave money to this person or that person, like that's cool. Like I say, in interpersonal relationships, he's probably really cool. He's a really funny guy. He's really charismatic, but that doesn't, that you gotta nuance those things. That doesn't like make him an amazing person. Not nihilistic, recognizing that enjoying as weird, fucked up already makes you better than most people. That's the optimistic line. Yeah, that was kind of what I was trying to say. Like, you're aware of it, that's a good thing, right? You're self-aware. And it's okay to indulge in a bit of Schadenfreude, okay? It's okay to indulge a little bit in it. As long as you don't go too far. As long as you don't go, like, you know, fucking sanctifying or crucifying, like, nuanced people or whatever. I don't know. I hate the assumption that media figures must be role models. I feel you. But, like, I'm saying this because... like I'm not saying this to you. I'm saying this to like I'm shouting into the void. Okay, I'm desperate here. I have my viewership by not streaming for like a month. So I'm shouting into the void. Please, for fuck's sake, stop sucking off Train's dick on like Reddit and shit. Not you. No one here who's listening is concerned by this, but I need to put it out there. People are treating him as a role model. People are saying he's like the best person in the drama or whatever the fuck. Like, come on, man. Have some... in French, you would say faire la part des choses. Or rather, like, how to translate that in English? Be capable of this, like, distinguishing what belongs where, okay? His charity, his charitable actions, they're a good thing, but they aren't this, like, amazing, super great thing. It's not that incredible.
An endorsement isn't worth the paper it's written on. And yet when I endorse, look at Ron DeSantis, was great. Look at other people, great. Look at, I mean, some bad ones like Kemp. I endorse this guy Kemp, he's been a disaster. I mean, election.
And like, I'm saying this too because he himself doesn't claim to be a role model. He is all about being self-aware and talking about how like flawed he is, at least on some level. I don't know if he does a lot of that, but he does do it a bit. So I don't get where people are coming from with this, like, sanctifying him. Charity, it's because he has money. Well, yeah, obviously. Fuck, I keep dropping frames. Is the stream okay for you? OBS is telling me I keep dropping frames. Not a lot of them, but yeah, anyways.
Integrity in particular, he was horrible. I think he cost us the Senate. He cost, in my opinion, he cost me the state a big factor. He did a consent decree that was a disaster.
Wait, who cost him the Senate? Stutter. It freezes from time to time. Stutter. So yeah, we're dropping frames. Shit. All right. Well, we're sticking with it.
Ones like Kemp. I endorse this guy Kemp. He's been a disaster. I mean, election integrity in particular, he was horrible. I think he cost us the Senate. He cost, in my opinion, he cost me the state a big factor. He did a consent decree that was a disaster. He wouldn't do anything for the Republican Senate where they wanted to have a special session on election integrity. No, I endorsed him. He was dead. And he won. So, you know, not all of them are good endorsements, to be honest. But I think 95% of them are good endorsements.
Yeah, a few last questions.
Oh, he endorsed someone who, like,
looking ahead to 2024, we'll make that decision sometime in the future. If he gets in the race and you're in the race, does he have a shot?
Well, I'm both in the race. We were just together this weekend. It was interesting. He came to Mar-a-Lago for something, and it was very nice. You know, we have a good relationship. Look, when Ron asked me to endorse him, he was a 3.
Oh, Ron DeSantis. Oh, Ron DeSantis. He's blaming Ron DeSantis for losing him the Senate? I haven't followed the Senate race that closely, and that kind of shit. But what a weird thing to say. Isn't DeSantis is like one of Trump's biggest cheerleaders or biggest orbiters. I think orbiter is a better term. DeSantis is one of Trump's best orbiters. He's really, really good at milking the MAGA crowd and like riding that wave. Like that's what everyone's saying, right? That if Trump doesn't run for president in 24, DeSantis will. And DeSantis will run on a Trump platform, right?
After I endorsed him, he went up to 71, and the race was over. It was over that minute.
I remember that.
So I think Ron knows that, and Ron and I have a very good relationship. I like him a lot.
Yeah, the media wants, you know what the media wants to do.
Well, I know they like the narrative. Sometimes they'll say I like him, and it never gets put in. No, I like Ron. I have a good relationship with Ron, and I'm proud of the fact that I gave him an endorsement. Ron was at 3. It was over for him, and I endorsed him. He went up to 71 immediately. In fact, the man that he beat had it made, the agriculture commissioner. You know that. And I saw him a year later. He said when that endorsement was given, it was like a bomb went off, to use a bad term, but it was like a bomb went off. He said the race was over. And he was at 38, and he had $28 million in the bank. Ron was at 3, and he had no money in the bank. And when I endorsed him, the race changed. Then I got him past Stacey Abrams. And Ron knows that better than anybody. And I think that, Ron and I have a very good relationship, I will tell you.
Speaking of relationships, how is that relationship today with Mike Pence?
Honestly, I haven't spoken to Mike in a long time.
What's a long time, would you say, roughly? I mean, I don't want people to start saying what a long time is.
A long time is 4 or 5 months. I haven't spoken to him in a long time.
Yeah,
He's
no
a nice
shit.
man. He disappointed me on one thing because I think he should have sent the votes back to the legislatures. I think you might very well have had a different today. You would have, I mean, when you look at what's going on in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin and all these different states, when you look at what Catherine Engelbrecht has found, I don't know if you've had her on your show, but you should. What she's done with
What's going on? Oh man. Okay. Catherine Engelbrecht. That's the spelling. Oh God. I ain't got time to like go down the whole rabbit hole of some like voter conspiracy fraud. For more than a decade, Catherine Engelbrecht, a Texas mom turned election fraud crusader, has sown doubts about ballots and voting. Her patience has paid off. Oh, she's a Tea Party nut. Nice. Amazing. Dem turnout was high because Trump was in office. Thermostatic modeling wins. True. True. Trump was Trump's biggest enemy. That's not a hot take, right? Fucking Biden ran on the platform of not being Trump. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh man. Ballot mules. Okay. Let's go on.
harvesting. She's found millions of votes. And today, it would be...
Millions of votes.
It's interesting. They said he had to be a conveyor belt. He had no choice, no matter what. If it was fraud, it was he has to send them up to the Oak Row, Mitch McConnell, right? And he had no choice. And then I see a month ago, a group got together so that the vice president can't do that. I said, well, wait a minute. I thought he had no choice. In other words, there was nothing that gave him the right to do it. But they're working on something so that he can't do it, meaning the vice president can't do it. So I was right. He did have a choice. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been working on it.
If he gets into the race in 2024, he's thinking about it. I'm assuming you're going to sound words in your mouth. No shock here?
Jeez. Trump throwing Pence under the bus is such a weird fucking part of the January 6th stuff. I don't know who here has watched the January 6th commissions, but the parts that address the pressure Trump was putting on Pence, it's fucking insane. It's super incriminating of how anti-US democracy Trump actually is. The way his administration, he and like a couple of his acolytes are pressuring Pence.
If he gets in the race,
I don't want to say, look, if Mike got in, it would be... I think it'd be a hard one for him. I think it'd be a hard one. I understand where the base is. I love the base. The base loves me. I think it'd be hard. But Mike was a good guy. I thought he was a very good vice president. He was my friend. I haven't spoken to him. I just endorsed his brother. His brother's a congressman and a good guy, Greg. But no, Mike is a very good guy. But he disappointed me greatly, and I think he disappointed a lot of people greatly.
Yeah. Let me ask you as we wrap up here, the God question, if you will. Look, there are some evangelicals that saw you when you were president. It was a divine appointment. They saw it as for such a time as this. You're not in the Oval Office now. Have you kind of thought about what is God up to exactly? Have you kind of, how do you see it in spiritual terms?
Sort of a great question for a number of reasons. People that weren't sure, because I wasn't a politician, so I wasn't really out there. But people when I first came in that weren't sure at all are now my biggest fans. Evangelicals and others are now my biggest fans, especially since everything I said was right. By the way, and I'm not just talking about the border. I'm talking about
of course, evangelicals support him.
Evangelicals. I said they're against Israel. I said they're.
He's literally got a painting of himself as Jesus in the background. Not only that, it showed that Trump in the end was for himself and not the Republican Party. Fairly so, the Republican Party are also using him. Yeah, sure. I agree.
Against organized religion, frankly, but they're against all of the things that you and I and most of your viewers stand for. And when I said that during debates and elsewhere, people sort of weren't sure. I turned out to be right. And the other thing is, I've had many evangelicals and Christians. I've had many Jewish people tell me I was far better than anybody ever thought. They say the best ever at helping what we love.
Oh shit! This reminds me of a good meme. This reminds me of a really good meme.
All right, we're gonna dance for
Oh, way too fast. Whoa. Okay, normal speed. Back to 0.
All right, we're gonna dance for Purim. Hey! Hey! What are you doing today? Can you say shout out to Side Talk?
Shout out to Saito.
Thank you. I'm gonna challenge myself to try and walk into one of these parties.
Okay.
You think I can do it?
No.
Dude, Purim is fucking lit in New York. Chow, have you done this? Have you like hung out in the Hasidic quarters, like hanging out with the Jewish people on Purim? It's fucking lit.
Bet. Where do you think the best party is around here?
Best party is down the street.
Oh, they're lit. I'm going in.
Trump 2020. Hey man, Trump 2020. Remember.
So obviously that's why I thought of this this fucking video.
Happy Purim, happy Purim.
Happy Purim!
What a sick party. I love it. They just roll up at in some like random house party. Trump 2020. Anyways, where was I at? Boom. Where's my Google Doc? Oh, there it is. Donald Trump interview. That's done. No, suburban supremacy dictates that the city is a shithole. Oh, yeah. You're one of those people. I get it. Okay, let's stick stick with the conservative brain rot. There was another meme I wanted to address because holy shit. Let me prepare the links. The linkers. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's start off with this one. Yeah, boy. So, some of you may have been wondering, who is the best reference in American media for what is sexy and what isn't? There's only one person who deserves that title, and it's not who you might think it is. It's Tucker fucking Carlson.
High School in Ontario, right across from Niagara Falls. That teacher has recently started wearing enormous prosthetic breasts in the classroom in front of children as part of a sexual fetish. In case you doubt that it is, the costume is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography that translates roughly as exploding milk porn. So for
exploding milk porn. Dude, this guy is a connoisseur. Tucker Carlson is the guy on your like hentai sites in the comment sections being like, well, actually, this is exploding milk porn. This doujinshi has been miscategorized. This is so cringe. That person should be let go. Absolutely. I'm really not big on kink shaming, on shaming this or that, but this is not okay. Yeah, no, I'm not going to defend this. I am going to make fun of Tucker Carlson for being a hentai connoisseur, though.
Genre of Japanese pornography that translates roughly as exploding milk porn. So for a number of days, a couple of media organizations.
Who is the intern who found this fucking image, by the way? I'm gonna try something real quick. But I'm gonna do it off screen. I'm gonna reverse Google image search this picture. It's obviously a risky search, so you know, let's oh fuck. I need to. Tucker had it on his phone already. Yes, true. Tucker never leaves his house without his big mommy milker hentai. Absolutely. All right, save this. Why am I doing this to myself? Milker porn.png on the desktop. Let's go. Upload image. Open. Let's go. Google image reverse search. No other site. No. Huh. It yields Tucker Carlson. I can't find the origin of that image. So much for my fellow men of culture. Use the 4chan thing. I'm unfamiliar with it. Anyways, so be it.
Including a Canadian media outlet that visited the school, reported that the identity of that teacher is Stephen Hanna. Oakville Trafalgar High School made no attempt to correct those reports. Why? Well, they wanted to protect this man. But after our segment, the Halton School District Board in Ontario...
God, I hate the trans discourse with the conservatives. Like, why do you need to dead name her? Why do you need to misgender her? I don't know if she changed her name or not, but I assume her name isn't actually Steven. If she's walking around with gigantic prosthetic milk explosion breasts, she probably has changed her name, at least in like everyday usage, right? I'm assuming that. Like, God, just have some basic fucking human decency.
Emailed us to say that contrary to these multiple reports, which we cited, the teacher in question is not, in fact, called Stephen Hanna.
School says she's trans. Yeah.
Well, what is his name? Well, the school board refused to tell us. The school said, quote, "We cannot confirm the identity of the individual in the photo."
Wait! She is... Dude, this is fucking dangerous. She's wielding a fucking sawmill with those enormous breasts. Like, look at her form.
To tell us. The school said, quote, "We cannot confirm the identity
gotta, like,
of the individual in the photo, video, radio segments." Well, why not? This is a
she succeeds.
teacher,
She successfully
this is an
does it,
adult
actually.
man who's enlisting children in his sexual fantasies. You might want to know his name, because he's a dangerous creep. So today, once again, we reached out to the Halton District School Board.
The misgendering thing is so fucking slimy. That's rough.
To ask, why are you hiding the identity of a man who is enlisting children in his sex fantasies? They refused to comment. In addition to the school board, Oakville Trafalgar High School in Ontario was also protecting this.
They censored the nipples. Oh, look, they pixelated the nipples on the picture. They pixelated the nipples on this picture, but they didn't on the... they didn't pixelate the nipples on this picture. Like, here is fine, but oh no, not here. That's not a good reason why you should know someone's name. Yeah, none of this. The school should. Okay, I agree with Odin, and this person, she shouldn't be going to class with those fucking breasts. My understanding is, I could be wrong. My understanding is this is a bodysuit, right? That those aren't implants. They could be implants. If there are implants, then she doesn't really have a choice in the matter. But her... And this goes... Okay, this goes into fucking social norms, right? But her nipples are like fucking rock hard rods sticking out of her chest. Whatever you think, at the end of the day, rock hard nipples is a sign of sexual excitement. It is sexual. The least she could do, if those are implants, the very least she could do is wear a fucking bra that will cover up those rock hard nipples. This site for anime stuff? All right. No, that shit is definitely fake. I think so too. Like this is a suit. This is 100% a suit. But there's 99% sure it's a suit. But on the 1% chance I'm wrong, I'm covering my bases. Okay, that's it. That's all. Live action hentai gone wrong. Absolutely. Come on, man. Even without the nips, it would still be awful. it would still be awful. It would, but the thing is, it is a weird precedent. Look, some people actually have huge fucking breasts, and I'm usually okay. If your breasts are naturally this size, you probably should get breast reduction surgery. Unironically, you're gonna have like huge back problems. You're gonna have huge health problems in general because of your breasts being this fucking huge. If you have gigantomastia, you should get breast reduction surgery. But the US is not a country where you have universal healthcare. Even in countries where you have universal healthcare, breast reduction surgery might not be covered by Social Security. You might not have the means to engage in it. So I don't want to sit here and say that just because a woman has huge fucking honkers, she can't teach in school. That would be a bit fucking weird. And then, like, what's the bar? Do we need to legislate? Do we need Congress to sit down and legislate and be like, well, double D's are the limit? No, not double D's. Double E's are the limit. Double D's are perfectly ethical. Like, come on. That's not the discourse we should be having. That's why I'm saying, like, okay, if this is implants, she can't control it. Maybe she's a good teacher. Probably not, because she's doing this fucking insane shit like showing off her nipples, but you know, I'm trying to build an actual reasonable prescription for the situation is what I'm trying to do. That's not reactionary. We could just get an OnlyFans. Yeah. It's Booba, what did I come back to? Oh my, yeah. My 6th grade teacher had huge honkers. Yeah, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as she's not like her nipples aren't standing out like fucking towers of Pisa, then yeah, that's fine. The state shouldn't subsidize crimes against half the population. I like the fake nips under the shirt. Yeah, but not on the other picture. That's what I was just doing before I got into this rant. Like in this picture they don't censor the nips, but then in this picture they do. Like, what a fucking weird editorial choice.
Official policies state that, quote, dress codes must prevent students from wearing clothing that exposes or makes visible genitals and nipples.
No shit. Hey, remember when I just spent 5 minutes saying it's the nipple that's the problem? Wow, it's the nipple that's the problem.
Oh, okay, that's the policy, but it applies to students. So this guy...
Oh, it applies to students. Oh, that's
free to wag his prosthetic breasts in the faces of
my point still stands.
Kids, because he gets off on it. This is disgusting. It's the abuse of children. It harms children. Sexualizing children harms them when adults.
Okay, no. This is sexualizing yourself in the context in front of children. This is not sexualizing children, unless you say that like using children to live your fantasy is sexualizing them, which in certain cases I would say yes. In this cases, I'm not sure. Obviously, Tucker Carlson is a much bigger connoisseur of milk explosion porn than I am. And he understands the fetish much more profoundly than I do. So I don't want to... I have to defer to the milk explosion expert, a resident milk explosion expert of Fox News. I have to defer to him, but I want to give her the benefit of the doubt on this one.
Do it. And we know it's happening because it's on camera. And students have complained about it. But the adults, the school board...
Hey, okay. No cap, no lies. Real moment here. If tomorrow you wake up and you have a nice pair of titties, you would spend like fucking hours playing with them. Don't lie to me. And I'm talking like nice titties, not like man boobs, you know? Like you actually wake up and you're like a futanari or like full on you transition, you became a hot woman. You're going to play with them. This is not a question. I know the answer. You will engage in autogenophilia. Okay?
And the media are protecting this guy. And it's not just Canada. This started in the United States. And unless parents speak up and say, we will not accept this. You may not sexualize our children. You may not enlist them in your sexual fantasies or your fetish life. Keep that at home. It will continue.
Okay, we get it. You watched Kimi no Na wa. Yeah, I did. And it's a really sweet movie. And it also does address what I just described. Okay. And so at this point, you may be thinking, okay, Tucker Carlson, you are an expert in milk explosion porn. You are a connoisseur of niche hentai subgenres, but you're not an expert on sexual attraction. You're not the arbiter of what is okay to sexualize or not. But you are wrong. He has a long-standing history of expertise in the matter. Have you already forgotten when Tucker Carlson single-handedly determined which M&Ms were sexy enough for the US and which ones weren't?
Bet you didn't think M&Ms were pushing intolerance, but they were. They've been changed. You're seeing the changes right now on your screen. The green M&M, you will notice, is no longer wearing sexy boots. Now she's wearing sensible sneakers. Why the change? Well, according to M&M's, quote, we all win when we see more women in leading roles.
Tucker Carlson is just an expert at sexuality, whether going from niche milk explosion hentai porn to actual M&M fetishism. There is no fetish that escapes his watchful eye. He is the arbiter of all pornography in the US. When he ends his segment, when he goes back home, he spends hours monitoring Pornhub, monitoring hentai for the direction that US culture should go in. He is not the hero we wanted, but the hero we deserve. God, how much prep did you put into the stream? Having the tab ready is so tryhard. Well, fuck you. Fuck you for... Dude, I'm getting some primo content here, okay? I love you, though. This stream is just straight up fire. Thank you. As a Nietzschean, can't you appreciate his concern for eroticism in social life? Oh, speaking of Nietzscheans, I'm gonna have this. Well, actually, did he confirm? Let me double check. Oh yeah, I haven't heard back from him. I'm trying to line up. This is gonna be fire, by the way. I'm trying to line up an interview with the commander of the Astral Army. Now, if you don't know what the Astral Army is, it is an astral projection army, an astral projection boot camp, kind of. It's an astral projection community, really. I'm just memeing on the army name. But I'm expecting that to be like a really interesting interview. We're like right now we're tentatively scheduling sometime next week, Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure yet. He's checking out my channels. I haven't had an answer yet. Hopefully I'm not too small and not too weird for him, but I'm looking forward to that discussion. In all my years of hentai, I've only watched 2 shows with boob milk. Oh wait, fuck! I forgot to put markers on the stream. Fuck. All my years hentai, I've only watched 2 shows with boob milk. Dude, okay, I read first off. I read my hentai. I don't watch hentai. And secondly, I fucking hate how many hentai artists think women lactate when they orgasm. I don't fucking understand it. How? Who teaches what is sex education like in Japan? Like at this point, from my reading hentai, my understanding of Japanese sex education is that it's like this is going to be a safe for work rendition. Wait, I need to like, yeah, like this. It's like fluids everywhere from everything. Fluids just gushing out of everything, everywhere, all the time. My brother in Christ, women only lactate when they're pregnant. They don't lactate from orgasms. What the fuck? I actually get triggered by that shit. Because realism is very important for hentai. Yeah, sure, but like some of us actually have had sex with women. Some of us have actually seen female orgasms. Like suspension of disbelief. It's actually an important thing when consuming fiction. Tucker is on a Dionysian crusade against Anglo-Apollonian sterility. But then why? Okay, Peter Kahn, you bring up a good point. Tucker could be on a Dionysian crusade against Anglo-Apollonian sterility, except that Tucker Carlson is attacking one of the greatest symbols of fertility, which is milk explosion porn. What is a bigger symbol of fertility? Name a greater symbol of fertility than this. Can you think more fertile than this? I can't. So oh, you said against Anglo-Apollonian sterility. God, my reading comprehension went way downhill in this conversation. So wait, no, I completely agree with you, Peter Kahn. Fuck me. No, yeah, this is a fight against sterility. Absolutely. Wait, no. My comprehension of what I'm saying went downhill. No, yes, he's attacking the symbol of fertility. So he's actually supporting Apollonian sterility. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, that's the take. Fuck. That only took like 3 detours. Okay, Ben Shapiro, maybe try harder. Okay. You've asked for it. Ben Shapiro, we're gonna have to listen to it. Once again, the classic. Fuck, how do I find it? God damn it. Okay, I guess we get it without Labyrinth.
Let's say you've been a bad girl. Let's say, hypothetically, you've been a naughty girl even. Okay. And if you were a naughty girl, you would also be my dirty little slut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, hypothetically speaking, you would be my little cum slut. Now, let's say that you're also daddy's girl. Now that we've established that you're both a bad girl and daddy's girl, then I believe you'd agree with me when I say that you deserve a spanking. Am I not correct? A bad girl deserves a spanking. And as I am daddy, you are my girl, so I am the one who must provide punishment.
Okay. That's true, but the prosthetic booba are barren, no vitality in them. That's a good point. That is true. Prosthetics don't channel the fertile energy of the world. For one show, Future Japan had a cowgirl in every household to provide milk for the family. Okay, that's a great start. In order for the cowgirl to produce milk, they had to be pregnant, so it was the family responsibility to fuck her. Hentai. You know, I actually respect that. I actually respect that because a lot of people don't realize that the milk industry is literally reliant upon the forceful impregnation of cows year-long. So few people, almost everyone drinks cow milk. Almost no one thinks about the fact that cows need to be forcefully inseminated to be forced to be pregnant so they can keep producing milk. So, in a weird way, the hentai you just described, it actually makes people more aware of that. Do they really need to be pregnant, though? Yes, absolutely. You can go look it up. Seriously, it's one of those big. It's unironically one of the big arguments to like turn people vegan is what they do to cows, what the milk industry does to cows. It's really fucked up. Like really fucked up. For another show, stepdad and daughter get down with consent. Dad gets her pregnant, and during the intense milk stream, sad. That also did sucky sucky. And then we kill the males for meat. Absolutely. You like keep a bull for reproduction, and then the rest of the males become veal, and yeah, it's a very if you believe that animals should be treated humanely, it's a very, very, very fucked up industry. Is all I'm saying. I'm not like trying to convince you to be vegan or not. I'm just saying if you think animals should be treated fairly, There's no defense for that specific industry. Okay, since we're on that topic, like one more meme. Oh yeah, you just sent me a DM asking for the name of the shows. Do I tell him? I thought once milk production started, it only stopped by abstaining. Peppo G, at least for humans, I guess. As far as I'm aware, they keep the cows pregnant almost like 365 days a year, basically.
Milky, milky. Mommy, milkers.
I need a drink.
Mommy thirsty, sucky. Mommy? Mommy. Mommy milky. Milky now? Bye, Mommy. Milkies. Mommy milkies.
This is one of those things that really make me regret not being a woman on Twitch, you know?
Milky.
So much positive attention.
Yay.
What is there to hate in this? I would love my chat to look like this.
Meat sucky sucky now, Mommy.
Mommy's milk. Milky Mommy sleepy? Give Milkies. Milky now.
Now.
I love Milkies.
I love Milkies.
I love Milkies.
Alright, anyways. Yeah, I prepare my stream. You mad? At least this one's somewhat prepared. Alright. Twitch drama, but not the Twitch drama you're thinking of. There was one thing I wanted to cover concerning Twitch drama, which actually has nothing to do with Hassan, Adriana, Mizkif, Slick, Slicker, xQc, Destiny. It just has to do with the changes to Twitch's policy. So for those who haven't followed, just some context to this tweet. Twitch has, let me put a marker up. Twitch has unveiled a change to their policy that's going to affect all the basically top 500 earners on Twitch. Anyone who makes more than $100,000 a year. Up to $100,000, Twitch does, for the select few who've signed the special, super duper special partner contract, instead of doing a 50-50 split on sub money, they do a 70-30 split in favor of the streamer. Twitch has decided to cut it. They decide to switch it back to 50-50 when streamers make above $100,000 a year. So, a lot of people, streamers are up in arms about it. A lot of people are mad about streamers being up in arms about it because they're like, dude, you're making more than 100 grand a year. Fuck off with like whining about this, which is kind of stupid. Like, obviously you're going to complain about a pay cut. What the fuck? Anyways, especially since Twitch's arguments for it are kind of bullshit. They're like talking about Amazon service costs. For like, seriously, Twitch, are you paying AWS public prices when you're subsidized company by Amazon? If Amazon is making you pay the public prices for their services, that's a really shit deal for Twitch. That's fucking exploitative and stupid for Twitch's future. But anyways, they want to change the contract. A lot of people are up in arms about it. A lot of people probably are considering right now, hey, within a year, I probably should switch to YouTube. And now to add fuel to the fire. By the way, hi, Indecisive Potato. Yoko Ono, a brilliant singer. Twitch content chief announced her departure internally the same day as Twitch's controversial revenue share news. She worked under Twitch president Dan Clancy, who announced the news. Sources say he's out of touch with creators and profit-focused. This kind of just confirms what the revenue share, like, change split was already showing, like, as of the writing on the wall, which is that Twitch is profit-focused. Amazon is... I'm saying Amazon. I don't know how much of it is like a top-down order from Amazon or maybe a top-down order from Dan Clancy. I don't know what the internal politics really look like. But someone somewhere has decided that Twitch is going to be a lemon that's going to be squeezed until it's fucking dry. You can't adopt those kinds of policies and believe in the growth of the platform. They're like, especially in tech. In tech, you see two trends. You see the buildup. You see the trend where you got platforms, say like Uber or Uber Eats, the Grubhub, like all those like Uberization apps. They build a customer base. Social media does that too by offering great services at the lowest price possible. Sometimes even at dysfunctional prices. Sometimes by operating at a loss. Often, almost always by operating at a loss. So they will offer amazing prices, very, very great deals, great customer service. They're going to put their all into acquiring a customer base because what they have discovered, what startups have discovered, is that once you have a customer base, you can treat them like shit. You can milk the shit out of them and make that money back. That you can operate at a loss for 5 years, for 10 years, and then just start squeezing and make all that money back. And I'm afraid that that's the path that Twitch is on. I think that is what Cecilia D'Anastasio sources that are talking about Dan Clancy, that's what they're denouncing. This is and if this is the path that Twitch is on, it is a slow, very slow, but it is a death of the platform. It is not, the Twitch is not going to grow as a platform if this is the path that they are on, and it is the path that they're on. When my if is not that this is not that I'm not sure that this is the path they're on. My if is that they might revert, they might change path. They might realize that this is not going to be good for the platform. That they might realize that they're going to lose content creators, that they're going to lose viewers, that they're going to lose everything that makes Twitch what it is. But they also might not care. It is a viable business strategy to just dismantle a company for maximum profit and let it die. Might be the path they're on. It's going to be interesting to see if they truly see this until the end. But if they do, it's bad news for Twitch. I'm honestly genuinely considering, like on my Discord, which, hey, by the way, if you're enjoying this stream, please check out my Discord and you can see my announcements and go check out my Discord. You can and start, we're shilling. You know what? Also, subscribe to my YouTube. I've got great content lined up for my YouTube in the coming weeks. It's going to be really cool stuff. Great memes, great videos. Please subscribe to it. Anyways, what I'm talking about is it might be smart to just start shilling my my like YouTube live stream instead of my Twitch live stream and try to build the viewership there, like for real, instead of building it on Twitch. It's just food for thought. Oh yeah, this is the article, by the way, about the mommy milkers. Jesus Christ. This is like not safe for Twitch, by the way. I'm pretty sure showing off the nipples like this is not okay on Twitch. I want shop class to throw off the yoke of gender stereotypes as much as the next guy, but Oakville Trafalgar High School teacher Kayla Lemieux might be taking things a tad too far. Wait, is that the docs? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be. Fuck me. I guess it's a fucking public article, so it's the Daily Mail though. Jesus. Knowing the crowd on the Daily Mail, this is not good news for her. Well, it is what it is. All right. Quick drama meme. Let's This is a fucking good one. Alright, so for context, this is from when Destiny was watching the when D-Dog was watching the listening to the big leak, the big drama leak.
All right. Well, yo, thanks for the chat. And like I said, I did not record this conversation. I was just talking to you man to man, and I hope the same otherwise.
So I think this voice is Mitch Jones. I'm not sure.
I showed you my screen.
That's
Yeah,
obviously
I'm just saying, bro, you're my boy. You're my boy, dude. Like, out of all of these people, I trust you, and I don't want to regret that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, out of all of these people, I trusted you.
If it's for the truth.
Scrap for a brother?
Oh, this guy's asking me for scrap. Like, hold on. Bro, all you've done is ask for scrap. Go farm. Go build something. No one's giving you scrap for your stupid fucking YouTube video. You understand me? Go farm and play the game, you dumb motherfucker.
Get him. Yes.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
but-
it's shameless. All you've gotten scrap from like 3 different people and you still come back to the same corner. We know what you're doing. Get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. Do you understand me? And by the way, those moments where you're in your mom's room, that's the fucking neighbor piping her down, you pussy.
Jesus Christ.
What's up? Sorry.
No, you're good. I just said in all of the.
I love that he drops all this in the middle of this like heartfelt pseudo like I'm saying pseudo. I don't know if it's actually emotional. I'm fucking black pilled on this stuff. I don't think it's genuine, but it might be. But anyway, he's like dropping he's like interrupting this whole fucking like pseudo emotional heartfelt. Yeah, dude, I'm a real friend. I'm like I like trust you, dude. I trust you, bro. We're like best buddies, ride or die. And then he's like, yo, fucking begging for. He's like lays into this kid. Gives no fucks.
Bro, like, I'm just being real with you. Like, I've really
Why don't we have trained game streams, dude?
trusted you, and I just want
This
you
is
to
such
have
a
my
good
back.
clip.
Like, I really felt like, you know, with Destiny, like all that shit, like it got misinterpreted to being like, oh yeah, you know, obviously, dude, it's gonna be
Jesus.
shifting blame if it's like, oh yeah, Mitch is a fucking rat, and then the fucking whole narrative gets shifted to like, oh, Mitch betrayed Miz, and then that's what people are talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like, I just need you to have my
Yep.
back publicly.
He's still, like, just
especially
fucking
when
building
Destiny
shit
tried
in
to
Rust.
twist the narrative into being like, oh, what, like, you know, it's fucking Mitch Jones, bro. Like, of course that shit got out, because that just takes the full focus away from the actual thing and makes it be like, oh, like, let's look into these details that are irrelevant.
Wait, okay, so fuck. This is where I haven't followed the drama at all. Didn't it turn out that it actually is Mitch Jones who leaked the shit?
You know what I mean?
Yolo Bong and stuff. You were watching Chud cover the drama. Is that the case? You should know.
Does that make sense?
If I go
Just
back-
look.
I'll go back on a call with Destiny and I'll make sure that he clarifies, because that's bullshit. You're right, that is bullshit. Like, the fact that was clipped out of context is bullshit,
It
especially
wasn't even
since...
clipped out of context. I watched the entire VOD. The Destiny was trying to paint a narrative out of probably
Not the
for just pure
calls?
sake
Okay.
of content that, like, you know, I'm a rat. Like, it's
Which I
probably
don't,
just
yeah,
being
which I don't know why he's doing that. Like, he's supposed to be like, it just may.
I just want to say I was 1,000,000% right.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he.
Oh yeah, it's because of what Destiny says at the end. I was 100% right. But Mitch leaked to Train. Okay. Oh, and then Train leaked to. I guess Mitch leaked to Train, and then Train leaked to Destiny. Probably, maybe? Question mark. Potentially. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Fuck. Are we gonna watch it? Are we gonna do it? I think we're gonna do it. Fuck it. Putting the marker down. Let's do at least part. We can skip parts too. I know a lot of it's like boring, right?
Gaslighting Adriana the whole time, basically saying,
Wait for the tweet if you want information. Why are you going?
No.
Why are you going before the tweet comes out?
Because we didn't know anything. We barely even knew that there was a Twitch
That's not
longer
your
even
business to
existed.
know. That's not your business to know.
When your best friend is getting canceled, man, I'm sorry you want to act. I'm sorry you just.
Or I'm lying and an idiot. Don't worry. You're in Twitch chat. Of course you're an idiot. Come on, man. Everyone in Twitch chat is an idiot. Myself included.
Just want to act.
That
He's my
act is
best friend, and
inappropriate.
What the fuck do you think we're doing here?
care.
The act is inappropriate. And what do you mean, best friend? You care, Ms.
I do care.
You
I'm
were
not
in a.
slick.
Okay,
And on the other side of the call,
you've got another group of people trying to paint another picture. Just remember that.
I wonder
when
who is
somebody
talking. I hope
characterizes
it's not a
somebody
banned
else's
streamer.
actions, okay, just be aware of.
Oh wait, let me do something real quick.
It's so like it's crazy. Like hearing your voice, it sounds like the
how
normal,
unfortunate that my
peaceful,
camera covers it up,
you
right?
know, good times we used to have, you know. But then like watching you on
Yeah,
stream,
Train, same for you, dude.
bro. Watching on
the second I join this call, it's like I have all relief and I don't care.
yeah, I know.
It's literally that simple.
Well, then why do you sit there and do that shit with
Train,
Pokey
I
and
don't.
Hassan? You do.
Train,
huh? Huh?
Please, send me a clip of me shitting on you relentlessly with
Bro,
it. I don't, man.
Have you ever had an argument with your girlfriend, right? And then you say, yo, last week you yelled at me for not cleaning my desk up, and then she goes, oh, give me a date and time. I don't have your fucking clip prepared. I don't have a fucking hoard or file of clips ready to give you. Well, what do you mean? I get shit in my chat for the last fucking 2 years.
Bro, you can't listen to your chat, man.
Bro, I know that. So then I get clips from my mods, and I don't save the clips. I watch them muted on stream because I don't want to cause drama. And then you say some just backhanded shit, or you fucking watch a video that calls me a puppet.
Okay, let's say I do, which I don't. But if I did, don't you say same shit too all the time? I hear you all the time.
Only when you come at me. Only when you come at me.
Now
okay,
Okay, so now it seems like we have to find out who said shit first. So it's because it sounds like you and I are just coming. Let's just say it was me.
Miz.
Fuck me. I don't know. Okay, I don't actually care who said shit first. From the outside, those kinds of discussions, and this is supposed to be a private discussion, so I'm not saying this to like shit on either of them. This is a private discussion where we weren't really supposed to hear this. So yeah, I understand. Like I would be pissed about this kind of shit too. If I was either of them and I thought I wasn't the right, you know. What I want to say is this shit's like, because Train did like a cool comparison to relationships. This shit's fucking hard. You're a psycho, okay? If you're writing down like, today we argued and she said this and this to me, that's really fucked up. You might have to do it if you're actually getting gaslit. But if you're not getting gaslit, that's kind of like a fucked up thing to do. And when I say gaslit, I don't mean like someone being a psycho and trying to destroy your like confidence in yourself. I'm saying the reality is people don't remember what they say. People don't remember what they do. Our brains are fucking stupid. Even smart people, even especially smart people, because they think they're above it. No one's above it. Everyone's brain is fucking stupid. Everyone's brain like shuts down and forgets stuff and misremembers stuff and misspeaks and etc. 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 You can't escape it. There's no escaping it. There's no way around it. And in those kinds of discussions, it's very, 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 very easy for people to make that mistake.
Sure.
No, Miz, let me ask you this. Okay. You know this thing I'm about to say is a fact because you've said it to me. Who is the easiest person on Twitch to gain clout from for hating him? Who?
Right now it's xQc, but it was you for over 5 years.
No,
it's not me.
Let's turn the speed up.
It is 100. No, it isn't even X. It is. One second, Mitch. It is me. You understand? Pokey, Hassan, all of them. They came at me for Gordon Ramsay. They came at me for YouTube videos.
I am the greatest villain on Twitch.
The gambling stuff, Train, every time I mention the gambling stuff with you, first of all, I don't make my chat hate you. My chat doesn't hate you in the slightest. Second of all, whenever you talk about gambling, I always say that Train was a gambler before Twitch. You were. Like, regardless of how you feel about it, you were 100% a decent gambler. I remember you gambling CSGO skins on the plane. You know, it was like you were a gambler. This is not some new information.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's talking about a narrative is pushed me.
If I'm criticizing someone for promoting gambling, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit that they were a gambling addict before the sponsorships. Come on.
And you know it. You're like, you play dumb, but you're a smart guy. You know how Twitch works.
I know I'm smart.
You know how Twitch works, bro. You know how it works, and you've been at me for 2 years with Miz and Hassan. Like, I don't know how you're serious. I don't say anything about you.
First of all, can we both agree that Pokey and Hassan are way rougher with you than I am? Also, did you watch the call I said I had yesterday in front of like 80k people?
Yeah, and Devin Nash messaged me and literally said, Mizkif and Pokey sat there destroying your character, assassinating.
I want you to send me a clip of that.
And he said that I brought up. It's not about what he does. It's about the whole. He brought up the whole of a person, and that's when Pokey backpedaled and said, "Oh yeah,
he went nuts on you." Yeah, I did not. I was staying quiet that whole time.
And who's
I don't know why y'all collab with them. Like they will at the second that you look bad, they will turn on you.
No shit. Whoa. That's what Pokey does. Pokey's one of the most corrupt figures on Twitch. The only problem is that.
Wait, real quick. Who's that other voice?
Sorry. What?
That's Asmongold, right? I think it is. Okay.
Why are people
Twitch
so
thinks she's not
fucking
replaceable.
hard on Pokey?
So that's why they listen. There's two people that right. I think X knows this, right? Nick
Yo,
Merckx
you come at
and
the
Pokemon.
queen. You
Those are
better
two people,
you better.
only two people Twitch does not want to lose. The only two people, Nick Merckx and Pokemon.
fuck.
That's it. They believe they're not replaceable. Everyone that they don't resign with, they believe are replaceable.
Let's forget all this stuff. Let's focus on what you said. You said I orchestrated that train. I want you to listen to the scenario. I woke up. I remember the whole day. This was one of the scariest days of my life.
How dare they
My
come
best
at
friend
my
in the
queen.
whole world, Slick, is getting accused of. People are saying he's about to get canceled. I run in his room. Maya's crying. I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm hyperventilating. Mitch is there. We're all trying to figure out what the fuck we can do for my best friend, right? I care about Slick. I fucking do. I love the guy. And people were telling us, mainly Barry, that yo, Adriana Lee's about to come out with some shit because Novaru the night before said some shit, right? Novaru was like stupid
shit, yeah.
Right. She went out and tried to say some stupid ass shit and accusations about Slick. I am freaking out, and I'm literally crying because I'm saying to myself, I'm gonna lose my best friend. I'm gonna lose my best friend in the entire world. Maya's upset. Mitch is sitting there. We're all freaking out. So then,
Wait, YOLO bong and stuff. When is this supposed to happen? Because if this happens after pretty much everyone recognizes the truth of the allegations, it's hella fucked up to be like, to be calling them like stupid accusations or like stupid shit. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees that the allegations are real. That what was described is actually what happened. That's my understanding. So it's kind of fucked up to dismiss them so callously.
Is I tried to get answers. I tried to get what is Adriana Lee thinking? What is going on here? What's happening to my best friend? I wanted to know.
Were you there that night, Miz?
The party? No.
Okay.
No. I had no idea the party even happened until, yeah, I had no idea. And Barry calls us finally after Mitch's spam calling. Mitch, this is all accurate so far, right?
What, me spam calling Adri?
You calling Barry and stuff and Barry calling.
Yeah, well, Barry was the only reason that we were able to get a hold of her because he was friends with what the fuck is her name?
As long as it adds up with everything I told you, correct?
Kyle and Anna.
Yeah, it was
so far.
Yeah.
So this adds up to the same thing. Good.
Yeah.
Barry then from there, he said to us, "Yo, Slick's done." And I'm like, he wouldn't really give us a good description. He's like, "Slick's done. It's over. Adriana's fucking saying that this shit's bad. It's done." And I'm sitting there like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And Barry kind of hung up, and Adriana we didn't get a hold of them pretty much ever until I think. Mitch, what happened then? How did you get to Adriana's place?
Barry.
So I think if you're listening from home, I think the big things that everybody's looking for in this call right now is to find out how much information did Mizkif have about everything that happened beforehand, and did he like send people over to Adri's house to try to get the story changed in order to save Slick? That's like the stuff that like everybody's kind of looking for right now on this call.
Barry took us.
Pretty much,
no, right?
yeah.
It was you, right, Barry?
I picked you guys up and took you there.
Yeah, Barry took us there, and then, or not me, I didn't go, because you know why I didn't go? I knew that if I went train, it would have looked immediately like a power play, because it would have. If I went there and I was sitting there at, 30k Andy against these people, it's going to look like a power play, and it's going to look bad. The reason I said Maya is because Maya is much more liked, people respect her, and I feel like Maya can talk to these girls, because I want to know what the fuck went on with my best friend. I care, I really care.
Miz,
And I was going to lose
pause.
like
Just
that.
pause real
You know?
quick. No, pause real quick. I need you to hear what you just said. Do you understand sending Maya because she's liked, trusted, and a girl? You don't understand how much worse that is? Do you know what you're saying, though?
Right. No, Train. If I sent myself as a 30,000 viewer streamer, that is way. I think that should.
You're sending.
Okay, I'm trying real quick. I'm trying to give you two potential interpretations. Because the one that Train is selling you now, when I say sell, I don't mean that he's faking it. The story, the feeling that Train has is Miz is literally sending Maya over there to fucking get Adriana to get her shit straight. So his friend is making. But on Mitch's end, the story that he's representing is I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck happened. If I go over there to ask questions, it's gonna look really bad. And she might lie just on the big streamer. That's like the two different stories being pushed. It sounds right now like, oh, Mizkif just admitted 100% he's manipulating the whole thing. But it could also be that could be the case. But it could also be that Mizkif is like, I just can't go over even to find out what happened to Slick, because if I do go over there, like it's gonna look really bad, even if something did happen. Miz, not Mitch. Sorry. Yeah. So these are like the two competing narratives that we have right now, and I guess we'll see how the call turns out to see which side is supported more.
Mitch and your girlfriend, it's an extension of yourself, and it's even worse because now it's under the guise of trust.
Well, so here's what happened. Mitch got there. Mitch was basically there, and he, from what I've heard, he just played with the dog. Is what I
Yeah,
told.
Mitch. It was basically,
Played with the
if you wanna
dog?
know,
Is
like,
that a
the real
euphemism?
thing, I like witnessed it all, and there's like
Who the fuck is this talking right now? I'm sorry, that's not. I'm like, who is this talking? I don't know the voice. Oh, that's Barry? Okay, I don't know any of these streamers. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's Barry talking. So, from what we know so far, Barry, Mitch, and Maya were the three that went over to the house after the incident took place between Adriana, and fucking Slick, not Slicker. These are the three that went over to talk about. Jesus, so many. This is like the Avengers Civil War. 400 characters involved.
3 witnesses that what Slick did was true, and basically what happened when I brought Maya and Mitch there, Mitch was just acting like stupid Mitch the whole time, while he wasn't like, it was basically Maya gaslighting Adriana the whole time, basically saying, are you sure this is what Slick did to you? You were pretty drunk, you wouldn't remember it. Are you sure that doesn't sound something like Slick would do? We know Slick. Shit like that. And then one more thing. And then she was like, if you tweet longer, Crazy Slick, this won't be good for your streaming career. You won't be like...
Okay. I am giving you the best interpretation that you're getting of both sides of this, and if something I says pisses you the fuck off, it's because you're way too emotionally bought into one side. I'm gonna tell you that right now, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now.
The best.
On this call, you've got one set of people trying to paint a particular picture, and on the other side of the call, you've got another group of people trying to paint another picture. Just remember that when somebody characterizes somebody else's actions, okay? Just be aware of that. So if somebody is saying that somebody went over to gaslight somebody else, it could be the case that Maya
I'm
is
making fun
legitimately
of
trying to
Destiny's
manipulate,
like
Adriana
confident
to make her think that
tone.
it didn't happen. But it could also be the case that Maya's just trying to figure out, are you sure this happened? Because if we're gonna kick Slick out, we really need to make sure that like this is the story that happened. I don't want to kick Slick out of the house and then find out later that like nothing actually
But
happened.
like with the level of information we have right now, what he's saying is absolutely correct. Like we don't know which what is what, and he's right that like there's two groups that are trying to paint drastically different pictures. Absolutely.
Because in every
I think there's a less than 0 chance that there's more than that perhaps isn't public, that is being kept for the sake of innocence. I don't know about innocence or not, but sure, yeah, there could be more that isn't being made public.
Things fucked. So to some level, you would expect
That's
Maya
possible.
to be doing a lot of investigatory work here, like asking really hard questions. Like, are you sure this happened? Were you really drunk? Is it possible to remember? Were there witnesses? It's okay for Maya to ask that. It could also be the case, though, that Maya was pushing too hard. I don't know because I didn't hear that conversation, and neither did anybody else here except for maybe 5 of the people listening right now. But just as a heads up, just there can always be different ways to interpret events, okay? Barry is impartial. I will say for an absolute fucking fact that nobody on this call is impartial. And if you think that, you are way naive. Nobody on this call is impartial. Absolutely not. Everybody here has friends. Everybody here has enemies. Everybody here stands to gain or lose based on what happens. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't be impartial. I'm not accusing, like, Barry or Mitch or Train or Mizkif or Maya or Asmongold or anybody else on this call. I'm not accusing them of being biased, but I'm just saying don't ever fool yourself and think, oh, this person has no reason to lie about anything. Everybody could have a reason to lie about something. Not that they are. Just keep these things in mind, okay? Just...
That's what Mitch told me as well.
Like this. And
Trust
then
no
they're
one.
telling her what to write in the
said.
tweet longer so it wouldn't look bad for Crazy Slick.
Okay,
Yes.
so
I was there the entire time. I watched the entire thing.
So Train, what does that have to do with me?
Because see, like, listen, how can you go from this person that cares that this? What is it? You want to throw anyone under the bus, and then you give me the excuse that you want to save
No, I'm
Crazy
not.
Slick. Bro,
I did want to say Chris, like,
at the house, Mitch told me, and I know Mitch is gonna have a hard time doing this because he's with you right now. Which, if you're how you are, you know it's gonna be tough to do this. But like, he told me that you said, like, listen, Maya, you need to go there and use who you are on Twitch to get him to write something less. You wanted that.
We had no idea what was going to happen.
Miz gets
Hold
Maya.
Look, it's hold up. It's basically the same thing that Miz just. No, but check it out. It's the same thing that. No, it's the same thing that you just said, Matt. Like we were like, you know, like I knew Maya was like liked or whatever. You said, yeah. I mean, it's literally you said that exactly. Like,
because I knew for a fact that Adriana was not going to give me any information because she wasn't talking to Mitch. She didn't want to talk to either of us. And Maya is someone that's actually liked.
Am I like Maya? I'm the top
know now
fragger.
that the reason why Train knows what he knows is because it seems like Mitch has passed on the information, and now Train and Mizkif are now grilling Mitch to figure out what exactly Mitch said, how he interpreted things. Because obviously the characterization that Train has of everything is way different than the characterization that Mizkif is saying happened. But
About her own sexual assault experience in life. You think someone that has gone through it herself would go over to another victim's house and down talk them from not writing?
Right,
She just went live and talked about this out of her own experience. So you think she went out of her own will to talk to somebody and talk them down from tweeting about something that happened to her? None of this makes sense. And what Mitch told me directly, they were sent to that house by any means possible by you. This story that you just wanted to do it innocently and you just want to get information, that is such bullshit.
Train. You're making a narrative. You're twisting it. I said he's my best friend and I want to make sure that he's okay. I did want to make sure that was the thing. He's my best fucking friend. Did I tell Maya and Slick to her?
okay, so real quick, I'm calling it as I see it. If Mizkif here is trying to sell the idea that he just wanted to see what really happened, saying that he's prioritizing finding out if Slick is okay is not the way to do it. This is a bad, because now it makes it sound like he's more concerned about what happened to Slick than what happened to Adriana, which is not the line of statements he wants to be making. If that is indeed
Maya and them to go there and try to do anything means possible? No.
That's what Mitch told me on the spot there, and that's what happened.
Did anybody else hear that?
Listen, Mitch, you told me what you told me.
Dude, it was literally me, Slick, Maya, and fucking Matt.
Mitch, listen.
Train, let me tell you something. I was crying when they left, and I know Maya was too, and so was Mitch, because we all knew that Slick might. I personally thought.
Why are you saying this stuff when you sent someone to the house to write the tweet longer and have them come down? Like, it makes no sense.
I did not send anyone to write the tweet longer. Adriana's her own human being. She can write what she wants.
You just said Slick is your best friend, right? It's not Maya's best friend. It's not Mitch's best friend. It's your best friend. So you're telling me Maya and Mitch went out of their own will to go over there, and for your best friend, they decided to have Adriana with threats backpedal on her foot.
You also said blackmail, Train. What blackmail?
That's what blackmail is. It won't be good for your career. It won't be good for your career.
I said that. I never said that.
You don't need to say it. You sent people there to say it for you.
I never said anyone to go over there and say.
Then why are Maya and Mitch doing that for your best friend? Does that make any sense to anybody or you?
They're best friends with him too. Don't act
like
they're
best friends with him. Oh yeah,
Maya. Are you guys not very close to Slick? Slick's my best.
I'm friends with Slick, yeah, for sure.
He said he's not best friends with him.
No, Train. We care about Maya cares a lot about Slick. Maya lived with me and Slick. How would you know my situation with me and Slick? Me and Maya and Slick were very, very close.
Here's all I know. Here's all I see. I see you doing what you did to Adriana right now to Mitch. I see you doing it to me.
I didn't do anything.
Mitch is scared to talk. I hear it. I hear it in Mitch's voice. He barely even. He just muttered.
I'm scared to talk because I feel like I'm put in the middle of a situation. You know what I'm saying? And like,
so maybe.
Sorry, just to be clear, Mitch put himself in this situation. He didn't get put here. Mitch was the one that communicated this. So I don't know why he's saying I don't want to be in the middle of the situation. Motherfucker, you walked into it, screaming on both sides. Like,
maybe I should ask since I'm not quite as biased. And,
yeah, sure.
I don't really know exactly what's going on. So, Mitch, like from your perspective, like what happened that day?
I told everything that we've said in this call adds up completely. Like we were. Yep. Yeah, we were in Slick's room when we were about to go to Adriana Lee's house or whatever. Barry wasn't there yet. It was me, Matt, Slick, and Maya. And then Miz was saying exactly what we just said in the call. He was like, you were even telling me I shouldn't go. You should just send Maya because she's a girl and she'll relate and shit. And then like me going there, and like that was pretty much it. Like yes, Miz definitely knew like the situation and how to play it to benefit his friend and wanted that to happen. That is.
Of course, he's my best friend. Of course, I want to make sure.
Okay, all right.
The best way possible to make sure that Slick is okay.
You know what? So
just to think that I wasn't ready to lose Slick is you're out of your mind. If Maya went there and said, yeah, I talked to Adriana and she's like, Slick 100% did what she did. I don't remember what he did, but if she said that, I was ready to lose Slick.
Okay, so this is what Miz should have said the first time. This is what Mizkif should have said the first time. If Maya uncovers from Adriana that Slick acted in an inappropriate manner, he was ready to cut out Slick. That's what should have been said the first time. But
when they left the place, me and Slick were there. It's over.
But is there more to the story?
It really was that way, and I don't know how.
What Mitch just said and what you just said yup to is bad.
The problem here is everybody in this fucking call fucking pussy, okay? Because right now, it sounds like, to me, it sounds like Mitch has the answers here to what exactly is going on, but he's saying that he agrees with both sides when both sides are painting a very different narrative of what actually happened. Where one has Mizkif as a conniving schemer, sending over his lovely, doty girlfriend to make smooth everything over with Adriana, and then on the other hand, you've got Mizkif, the responsible, OTK runner and everything, trying to figure out if his best friend really fucked up and if he needs to kick him out of his house as a result. These are two very different stories, and there's a lot of like kind of half-hearted agreements, but like people really need to focus on like what the fuck happened. And neither side is like drilling. It would have to be either be Mitch or Barry that has to be drilled into to figure out what the fuck was actually said, like who's being sent to do what.
That I sent Maya there because
that you knew how to play it to benefit you. You don't think that's bad?
Well, I think that every single person is going to do something that's beneficial towards
Asmongold, not in covering up a fucking rape or a sexual assault.
And that's what I'm really trying to understand.
Sexual assaulter?
She wrote
that train. She really wrote that train that Slick might have done it.
Might have done it. Might have, because she was downplayed and down-talked and threatened by Maya. Because she was sent there by you, because she was more trusting and relatable, so it could play out your way. You don't see that as an issue?
Wait, hold up, Barry and Mitch. Like, is that an accurate summary, or?
I don't know why. Asmongold has like no political experience. I don't ever see him like engage in like any like super intellectual activities like Warcraft. He's a very smart guy. Asmongold is asking the absolute correct questions right now. He honed in on it, and now he's asking Barry, Mitch, tell me what the fuck happened. These are the people that need to be interrogated right now.
The problem is,
I'm sorry, Jesus,
with all this shit,
back and forth between Mizkif and Tyler or Trainwreck is irrelevant. None of that matters right now. These are the only two people that matter.
As two people that were there.
They got Maya gaslit her pretty fucking hard.
See, I didn't hear that.
The problem is also like the best conception of it.
It was like kind of shocking because I did like.
Okay, so like Mitch is saying
conception of what is manipulation.
It sounds like he shouldn't be saying anything at all. But now we have a crucial hole in the story. Well, here, so there's two things. One, Barry is saying that Maya was way too hard on Adriana. Mitch can't contradict that testimony because he wasn't there. But if that's
just
the case,
fucking plant.
Oh
my fucking god! Sorry.
That doesn't make sense. I don't know if Asmongold will hone in on that or not. But it doesn't make sense that Mitch would have communicated that something improper happened if he was outside of the dog the entire time. He didn't hear the conversation. Why would you say anything at all?
Like, okay, so you're saying that Maya 100% downplayed. So was there more to the story? That's what I always wanted to know.
Because
she gaslit her.
Wait,
and
okay.
It was really like I said. She was like, "Are you sure that happened? You were drunk. You wouldn't remember it, right?" That doesn't sound like crazy Slick. And then saying like, "If you tweet longer, Slick, this will not be good for your streaming career. You won't be invited anywhere, stuff like that." And she was like saying it like.
Are you sure Maya said that? I really can't picture Maya saying that.
Yeah, I remember it. Dude.
Okay,
I just remember driving.
So we have Barry's testimony here. It would be really interesting to hear what Maya and what Adriana have to say about these two things. Obviously, as the two first parties involved, because Barry's making something really, really bad now.
Let's train. If your best friend was possibly losing his entire life and career, right? Would you not try to send somebody to try to understand what happened?
I'll give you an example. Okay, on a lesser level, not involving sexual assault. I'll give you a different lesson. Greek.x. Okay, this motherfucker is on the verge of losing everything. Okay, and I stayed loyal as his friend. But as a reasonable person, no wait.
Like, man, I mean, I'm literally best buds, bro. I hang out Slick every day.
But as a reasonable person, I said what he's saying is fucking stupid and he's wrong. But I'll be there for him. You could be there for Slick while he's canceled. You could be there for him and be his friend still. The problem is you don't want
that.
Are you
sure I can be friends with a rape victim?
A rape victim?
You said he raped someone. I can be friends with a rapist afterwards? What?
That's up to you. That's up to you.
Bro, train.
That's not on me. That's up to you. But you're saying he's your best friend. What?
Bro, look, I was ready to lose Slick that day just like I did for Connor, like months before. And
you lost.
I sent Maya there, and I think I did nothing wrong by sending Maya and Mitch there because I wanted to know the situation and I wanted Slick to be okay. Now, did I tell Maya, hey, say all that stuff? No, I don't believe Maya said that. But if she did, I never would say that. Hey, by the way, this makes your career weird. Train, you know I'm smart. I would never say to someone to do that. So, no, I didn't.
You know what you just admitted right there? Oh my god.
What did I admit?
You know you're smart. You never say it. Yes, you're saying you didn't say it. So you could say you didn't say it, but you knew what you were doing by sending them.
I don't know what you're saying at this point. You're saying
Asmongold, please, bro.
I sent
like
so Mizkif here needs to be fighting against the characterization of what Maya did instead of trying to justify sending Maya over, because if Maya did what she did, there is no justification for that, and Mizkif shouldn't be trying to justify it. It makes him look really, really, really bad. I don't know what the fact that there's so little focus from Mizkif on the actual conversation itself, in my opinion, makes Mizkif and Maya look really bad. Because like if somebody told me, for instance, that like, oh, Melina went and talked to this person, she was gaslighting the entire time, do you think that's okay? I wouldn't justify sending Melina over. I'd say I don't think Melina would ever do that. We need to talk about that. What the fuck? Because if Melina did that, yeah, I'm gonna throw her under the bus. That's unacceptable. I'm not gonna accept. There's no world where that would be an acceptable outcome. Like that's like not a good thing to just kind of like skirt past, I think.
I sent Maya there and Mitch to try to mend the situation because all I knew from Barry is that Slick's done. We had no context. Slick was sitting there depressed as shit, barely talking.
Who cares about Slick being depressed as shit? Like, listen, there's a difference.
I mean, what you told me I could be friends with him after he raped somebody.
I didn't tell you you could be friends with him. I told you. I told you it's your prerogative, if you are as best friends as you say you are, to be there for him if you want to look past that. Do you understand? But to sit there and feel bad and make excuses to why you sent Maya there because you felt bad for him are two different conversations. Do you understand? It's like saying you feel bad for Slick or scamming everybody.
I have to agree with Train on this one. Yeah, those are two different conversations.
It doesn't. He made his decision. He needs to face repercussions.
Right, and I was totally down for Slick. I was under the impression that
I was ready. God, I'm still dropping frames. No, I'm dropping viewers. Holy shit.
To lose on that night again.
With Mitch, because that's why they went there. Because no one was talking to us.
Find out what
I wanted answers. I wanted answers. Dude, Slick, we knew nothing besides what Novaru told us, and Barry can confirm that. We knew nothing. I had no idea.
Wait, Barry, is that true?
But Novaru, I don't know what Novaru told him.
No, remember the clip from the day before when Novaru went live and said Slick did something. That was where this all started.
So yeah, I remember. I was there. I watched it. I reacted to it and everything.
Right,
so,
yeah. So that's
what I'm trying to get an understanding of is like how much did you guys even know going into it?
Nothing, dude, and that's why.
I thought it was on mine. Yeah, no, I've been having internet problems today. I don't really know what's going on with it, but it's shit. So it is what it is.
wanted Maya to go. I wanted Maya to go because I wanted Maya and Mitch to
So
find out
it's
what the
not
fuck's going on.
not like you knew that he did something that you didn't know directly that he did something that was bad. You just kind of assumed that it didn't happen.
No, as when I assumed it did happen. I was assuming that Maya and Mitch were going to go there, find out what happened, and that
Slick
it was going to be over.
kept denying that anything like wrong happened.
Slick was not talking to us, dude. He was.
So something that, oh fuck, I should have thought about this beforehand. So obviously I'm in contact with a lot of the people that are peripheral to this. If somebody wants to come in and clarify something that isn't on this call, should I give them the opportunity to now? Because right now, so like for instance, would it be appropriate for me to pull Maya or Adriana in here if I wanted to clarify, or if they felt like they needed to clarify something, or do I just let the call stand on its own? I feel like one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to drag people in and have them start debating. But another thing that is really fucked is a lot of testimonies being given to what somebody else said, and they have no representation on this call. That's essentially a leak, which is super not fair to that person.
I like what Destiny is saying.
I don't know what the right answer is there. I don't know why I'm asking you guys, because literally nothing you say would influence me on this.
Yeah, it's a rhetorical
question. If I pull somebody in, somebody else is going to want to come in to argue against it, and then we're going to get bogged down like in a debate that's ongoing, which is probably not okay. I think what I'll probably do is, I think I'll probably play it down, and then at the end I'll invite people in. But it sucks really hard if I let somebody, like let's say for instance, let's say Maya were to come in and Maya were to say, I didn't say any of those things. Barry wasn't even in the room. That would shade the rest of this conversation a lot. But let's say that Maya came in and she's like, yeah, I think I did say those things, but like Mizkif told me to. That would also shade the rest of the conversation a lot. Oof. I'm just gonna play it down. I'm gonna hope that the parties involved are hopefully representing their side of the situation as much as possible, and I'm gonna feel like the responsibility lied on both parties to bring the appropriate people to this call if they felt like they needed to be there to represent what really happened. So Mizkif should have had Maya in this call if he felt like this was gonna happen. It seems like it would have been pretty important. And then at the end, it sucks because it's gonna be so late. But at the end, I'll let anybody come on and say what they want to say. I'm not probably going to be moderating debates on this if anybody is thinking that, but if somebody wants to come on and give their take at the end or explain something more at the end, I probably would. Destiny, but Maya has no people in this call. Yeah, I know that's a rough one. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it down. That sucks, but yeah.
I have to say, something Destiny didn't say here, which I think is like needs to be said. Why the fuck is a discussion where the core topic is sexual assault not include any of the women involved? I don't want to be like woke scold, yeah, women representation, but come on. It's literally a bunch of dudes discussing someone else's assault. That is what this call is. Not saying that in of itself makes it a bad thing, but it's a weird ass look. Seriously.
I'll keep trying to represent both ends of this, I guess. So yeah.
Sitting in his bed being quiet as
no,
shit.
Slick was speaking. I kept asking him, like, yo, like, you know, like nothing happened. Like, you're not gonna make me look like an idiot, right? Like, I remember, like,
it's not like Slick was sitting there having full-on conversations. Slick was like,
no, you're right. He was fucking anxiety-ridden, yes, but he claimed that nothing happened, and it was.
She comes in later, I think.
And that's what we were going off of, because all we had was that and whatever Noboru said on stream, and then Adriana wasn't talking to us, but she was talking to Barry through Kyle, and that's what happened, right, Barry?
Yeah. All I know is you guys called me and asked if I could get you there, and I said yeah. And then
right. So Train. So for you to say that I did it.
You orchestrated, yes.
I sent Maya and Mitch to go there and see what happened. And I went there and
so let me get this straight. I want to ask the question, okay? So the same way Asmongold's asking the question, but give me the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to ask you the other.
Okay, I hate that I'm doing this, but I'm going to play like a little bit of JCS here in a disgusting way. When Mizkif keeps repeating that same line, that like all I did was this, all I did was this, all I did was this, and he's not willing to like venture much outside of like those like 1 or 2 lines, it makes his statement look a little bit more sus. Also, the fact that he's unwilling to engage with the fact that Maya's being accused of being sent over to gaslight somebody, he seems to not be interested to do that at all, is like pretty weird. But on the flip end of that, it could also just be that he's really nervous and he's really worried that he's gonna fuck up if he says something stupid, and he's just gonna let something slip that doesn't make sense, and then it's gonna like paint the rest of everything in a really bad light too. Could be a lot of things going on. But
both good points.
Could be either. So let me get this straight. You wake up in the morning, and Adriana is coming out, or wants to come out about Crazy Slick. So your instant reaction, as innocent good guy Mizkif is, let me send Maya, a trusted and liked girl that can be trusted and related to, over to the house of Adriana. But wait, how do we get there? Mitch, can you find a way to get to Adriana's house? He goes, yeah, let me call Barry. So then they get connected. They go over there. And you want to claim to me the day that she wants to come out, you send 2 people to her house to quote unquote get more information. And then out of your hands, they acted on free will to go and threaten on your behalf Adriana to write a lesser version of the twit longer for no reason at all because you believe Slick did do it, but he was your best friend and you wanted to play it right.
Train.
I'm asking you.
Yes, I was ready to lose Slick that day, and yes, that is
doing the same.
I would never have a rape victim undermine what she did or said.
But you don't think playing it right is just like you
know, Train, you are smart, dude. You know that if I had a girl do that and undermine her sex,
so what I think that
I would never do that. I want her to fully express what happened and exactly what happened.
Then why? Then wait for the tweet if you want information. Why are you going? Why are you going before the tweet comes out?
Because we didn't know anything. We barely even knew there was a.
That's not your business to know. That's not your business to know.
When your best friend is getting canceled, man, I'm sorry you want to act. I'm sorry you just want to act.
That act is inappropriate. The act is inappropriate. What do you mean best friend? You care, Ms.
I do care.
You were in a situation.
You know how hard it is to be with
Ms.
your best friend
I don't
getting
trust
absolutely
Ms.
fucking canceled, and you want to try to make sure he's okay.
Ms.
I care about Slick. I do.
Ms. I don't trust words without action.
You can't trust
listen.
words,
Listen.
I don't
Let me
tell you,
finish.
man.
Let me
I'm telling
finish.
you what
Let me
happened,
finish.
and you're claiming things that are ridiculous. That I sent people. You think I claim
You
Maya
just said
games
it's all
like
true.
that.
You just told me you did it.
You're claiming that I sent Maya to try to tell Maya, go do this, go do that. Mitch, go do this. Talk to this person. You're thinking I'm like micromanaging the situation. I went to that when that happened. It's like my best fucking.
I think that you can. I think that you can assume.
God.
You could. I do think that it is not unreasonable to assume that Maya acted on her own, considering her relationship with Slick. Now, is it something that you can guarantee?
My best friend too. And
I can't say whether it happened for sure or not, but I can say that there is a chance that Maya did act on her own without any sort of direction from Ms. I mean, do you agree with that, Train? I mean,
I don't, because it was Miz's idea. Miz
How do you know that, Train? How do you know
Mitch
that?
told me. He told me. Miz
Okay, so
brought
you're
us
going
together,
off of
sat us
Mitch
down,
throwing
and
his
had a
word
plan.
to try to cancel me right now.
Okay, so this, I hate it when this is happening. Asmongold needs to speak up. Okay, so Train just gave a huge claim that he heard from Mitch. That's a game ender claim. Now, Train just said that Mitch told him that Mizkif sat them down with a fucking game plan. I don't know why Mizkif is talking to Train. They both need to talk to Mitch and figure out what the fuck happened. Mitch or Barry? Wait, what? Wait, was that Mitch or Barry speaking? I thought that was Mitch speaking. Or no, I thought he said Mitch. Train said Mitch. Don't confuse me in chat. Fuck you. They need to just ask Mitch what happened, and he needs to take a side. Mitch needs to stand tall to something. He needs to stand to one story.
I don't want to cancel you.
Spoiler alert.
I don't give a fuck. I said I
dial
want
things back. Let's dial
Okay,
things
so
back.
Train, then if you're going off of Mitch's idea, Mitch's
Spoiler alert, Mitch isn't gonna stand with one story.
claiming that's not exactly what happened.
Mitch told me,
What
and I asked
liability
him many
right now,
times.
This is just your slander. It's just
my
your
slander.
slander.
It's my
How is it not
slander,
slander? You have no factual data to what you're
Hold
talking
up.
about.
Let's try to let's
So
dial
Mitch
things
denied
back.
everything that he told me. That's what you're telling me. Is that what you're telling me?
Let's dial things back.
Bro, how am I denying anything?
No,
Everything is
Miz,
right.
yeah, Miz is telling you
Train,
you're denying
I will tell
everything.
you exactly what happened. My best friend was getting fucking canceled. Emotions were in
It
the air.
doesn't
I
matter.
said
He committed a crime. I don't care if your best friend's getting canceled. Why do you keep
okay,
bringing
then
that
I
up
don't know
and
what
you
to
feel
tell you,
pity?
man. You have a best friend. You want to know what happened. You want to know the answers.
What?
There's anything wrong
Asmon,
with that.
please remove your bias and tell me hearing this isn't crazy to you. He's justifying by saying it's his best friend. What the fuck are you saying right now? It's your excuse is it's your best friend. That is what I'm saying is wrong about it. You should not be involved. If it's your best friend, you remove yourself. You don't.
I think
act.
that so.
I don't know how, but I really don't know how. But Train is 1,000,000% right on every single thing he's saying. And Mizkif is just giving the worst ansers because it sounds like he's incriminating himself. Like, well, yeah, of course I acted improperly. It was my best friend.
Man, I have to say, okay, like Mizkif is giving the wrong answers, whatever. I super hard disagree with Train though on this take. If someone's my friend, I actually probably am gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and wanna at the very least, like, well, hear their version of the story for sure. Like, it's rough. I don't know how I would react in that exact situation. Few people would. Oh, fuck. A few people would know how exactly they react. But man, I don't think that the way I would react would be to like abandon ship, abandon my friend, right? I would at least want to understand what happened. Like I don't think Mitch's Mizkif's argument there is unreasonable at all.
Of course I was trying to cover it from him. It was my best friend. Mizkif is giving like the worst possible answers to this line of questioning they could ever possibly give. This is the last thing you want to say, is to give this idea that you're being biased because it's your friend.
So to me, like what I'm saying is that I do think that it was a mistake to try to.
Nah, no, I fully disagree with Destiny. Because Mizkif isn't there to give this. Well, I guess because Mizkif isn't arguing that he is kind of arguing that he didn't do certain things. So claim okay, no, Destiny is right in that as long as Mizkif is denying that he put any sort of pressure, then admitting that you're biased is bad because that gives motive to do something shady. But the moment Mizkif admits, he's actually kind of low-key admitting that he did do the like discussion with which I don't think there's any doubt at that point that that Maya went to talk to Adriana and that Mizkif was part of it, though he did just deny it. It is a very weird conversation now that like I'm like sorting through what Destiny is saying, like parsing through it bit by bit. It is fucking weird.
It's unfortunate because I think a lot of people would have done what Miz did. Maybe some people wouldn't have, but I do think that it was.
That's a problem. It's not a mistake. It's a crime.
It's a crime. What do you mean a lot of people would have done that, Asmon? It's a crime. Not a lot of people would have done that. A few people would have done
Train,
that.
if your best friend's getting canceled, man, and you want to make sure that he's okay,
I mean, I'm not saying it's okay.
I care about Slick, and I want to make sure he's okay. If you want to say that I don't think what Miz did was right,
hey, Tekajin, how are you doing?
What you think that we did was wrong.
What do you think about the Twitch drama?
I think that it was a mistake.
Why did I get shot here?
Emotions were flying in the air that day.
I want to go get that gun.
I thought I was going to lose my best friend. It sucked. It was one of the worst days of my life.
I get that. I'm just like, yes, sure. I do think that it was a mistake to go over there and try to talk her off the cliff, and especially like right now because we don't really know.
Fuck. Okay. Should have dashed away.
So I'll probably in like 30 minutes. I'll take it on a break of 1 hour, and I'll have like I think Maya wants to come in and talk a little bit because I feel bad that her side is being represented at all here. But Asmon just casually mentioned that you sent somebody over to talk him off the cliff, and Mizkif didn't even deny that. That characterization of what happened. He didn't even say that was wrong. He just like let it go. So that kind of makes it seem like that's what happened. That's now. Maybe that's not the part of the argument that he's focused on. Maybe, possibly not. But I would scream pushing back against that. I didn't do that. That's not what happened. If I didn't do that, but
and it's hard to be certain
that's what
whether
Dusty just said. What I just said,
that,
like,
or and I'm assuming that
Mizkif is low-key
Barry's
admitting
lying.
to.
And I don't know whether Maya's
pressured
doing this
Adriana
for
here.
her own gain, for helping Slick, if she's doing it because she doesn't believe the story, if she's doing it as a proxy to Mizkif.
I really don't like that in this call, Maya is not present. That makes me really uncomfortable. Like, she's got connections to all of these people, and her testimony is arguably the most important here. I have no idea why she's not present in this call. That seems false. Really fucking stupid. She might be the most important figure in this call, and all we're getting is secondary testimony from fucking Barry and kind of Mitch and kind of sort of
making noise. Okay.
And she might be the one whose reputation is most at stake here. But yeah, okay, we'll carry on. We're at 25.5 minutes right now.
There are a number of things that I don't. There's no way for me to obtain that information.
The problem with a lot of this is exactly what Asmon just said.
Wasn't Barry literally there with Maya? Yeah, he was. But is it fair? I don't know why I'm answering questions in chat. Is it fair that we only have Barry's take on what Maya said and not Maya's take on what Maya said? Has Adriana given a specific characterization of what Maya said? I don't know if that was stated publicly or not either. I feel like Maya should have the ability to, even if you think she's gonna lie. I mean, Barry could lie, Adriana could lie, anybody could lie. I think you have a right to like at least represent your position or explain like what you think happened. But I'm gonna keep going.
A lot of holes that we don't have the definitive thing besides he said, she said a year and a half ago.
Well, it's also like I don't know what the intentions are.
So you're willing? I think some things don't need context for them to be wrong. I think some of the moves initially are just always wrong regardless. I think us saying that it's a mistake or it's because it's a friend or getting excuses or cop outs is the fucking problem. I think that's the main, if not the only problem.
It's a big problem.
So we can go with I am totally glad down to say that I will tell you why I did it. I'll tell you why we wanted answers. We were freaking out. We were scared. We wanted to know what was happening with my best friend. Me and Maya and Mitch were, and
I will. Can I please interject here?
Yeah.
Using that line of argumentation is very bad.
Fucking my ninja Asmongold. Is he about to say exactly what I've been saying? That Mizkif needs to stop saying I'm worried about my friend when the question matters if your friend fucking assaulted somebody? Like,
sure.
You have if you use him as your best friend, people are easily going to say that you're helping some person and it's like effectively a
cover up. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Fuck. With you, I wasn't there to help him. I wasn't there to.
You were there to remove.
Let me ask this. Asmon,
Yo, Mr. Drama was watching Survivor.
Do you agree that
so what's happening right now
is different than sending someone over and manipulating?
So what's happening right now? We're listening to the leaked call with a certain mysterious streamer's commentary on top, who shall not be named. But we're listening to the leaked call. Right now, where they're at is they are basically arguing. So, like, the question is, the people involved are Mizkif, some guy called Barry, who the fuck knows who he is, I don't, xQc, Train, and Asmongold. And they are arguing about whether Train thinks that Mizkif pressured a friend of his called Maya to go talk to Adriana, the sexual assault survivor, and tell her that she should tone down, like, tone police her or like moderate her like allegations to protect his friends. But on the other hand, and Mizkif is defending himself by saying he didn't do it, but if he did it, it was to help protect his friend. Which is a really, and right now Asmongold just pointed out that's a really bad line of argumentation. If your argument is, I didn't do it, but if I did it, I had a good reason to do it, is a really bad defense. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. No. Wait, can I please?
Sure.
So that's what I was saying, Train, with like the forks in the road. Like, I don't know where those forks are going because like I don't know where Miz's intent ends and Maya's agency begins.
True.
You see kind of what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so like if Maya said something without Miz telling her to say that, is that by an extension Miz's fault? I don't really think so. I do think that, I don't think so. I don't know either, because like I don't know what she was doing. I don't know what the private conversation that Miz had with her was. So it's impossible for me to have any sort of like real grasp on this.
Listen,
do you see kind of what I'm saying, Trent?
Let me ask Mitch a direct question.
I don't know where the intent is.
I'm going to ask Mitch a direct question that should give you that answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Mitch, when I asked you this 16 different times, okay, and I have the texts that I asked you too.
Ask me what.
I'll tell you right now. Okay. I have the texts. I texted you this and I talked to you in call. Okay. I know it's going to be tough because you're there with him now. When
I'm in my room, and it's not tough. I'm literally just saying the truth of the whole situation.
Yes,
I've never like.
oh my god, dude. So let me ask you this: everything you told me was the truth, correct? The 6 times I asked you to tell me correctly because it's important. Those are the truth, correct?
What is the truth? Just say it.
I'm asking you the times you told me were those the truth, and I'll get on to the question.
Wait, the times
he's saying words.
Did you?
God, he's so non-committal. Somebody needs to be cross-examined. Somebody needs to just drill down.
He needs to be cross-examined. The Twitch court is in
when I listen to him
session.
speak, this might be biased that I have personally, whatever, but Mitch always sounds like the kind of guy who's just trying to say the thing to stay out of trouble with the most amount of people. Like,
okay, to be fair,
he feels like he'll
Mr.
always pick
Destiny.
the answer that pisses the least amount of people off, and then kind of like try to glide through the conversation that way. Somebody needs to like actually like, hey, answer this fucking question. Like, what
That's
the fuck happened?
how.
Like, that's what it feels like needs to happen. But
Like,
nobody's actually,
why
super,
do you
like,
stream?
super
Most people
cross-
stream
like,
because they
figuring
want
out
to
what
be
the fuck
liked
is
by.
Did you lie to me?
No.
Okay.
No.
So let me ask you this: when you
by
told
like
me,
as many
when they
people
found
as
out, when Miz
possible.
found out that Slick's getting canceled,
I would be
get canceled.
lying if
Wait,
I
hold on.
didn't
I will
claim
pause on the other side because I am.
That's part of why I
It could
like
also be too that
streaming.
Mitch is just really fucking nervous because he knows that like maybe he said it one time wrong or maybe he gave a bad characterization. And he doesn't want somebody to lean into that really hard and then like destroy fucking Mizkif's life over too. So I am being kind of harsh on Mitch there. It could just be that Mitch wants to be really, really, really careful about what he says because he knows that like people's asses are on the line based on like his particular testimony. So that could be the case.
Okay, when you told me that Mizkif got up and he instantly went into the brainstorming mentality, what can we do to fix this? He sat you and Maya down, and he gave you a plan of what to do. That to me is intent, Asmon. Do you understand? To sit someone down in the height of those emotions and create a plan and execute, that is not somebody that is innocent intention. That is not somebody that is broken by emotions.
No, you're making it sound so much worse than it is.
We were all.
so much worse than it is.
You sat 2 people down and gave them a plan to go there.
No, I didn't.
Oh my, Miz. Oh my.
No, I didn't, dude. I just didn't do that.
So are you calling Mitch a liar then?
I'm gonna say that sounds so ridiculous. Basically, me, Maya, and Slick were in a room, and Mitch, and we were trying to figure out what to do and how to make sure that we can like talk to Adriana Lee and figure out what the fuck is going on. Because all we knew is
You
that
keep saying
no
figure
one
out
was
what's
trying
going
to
on.
Cancel Slick, and no one knew anything. Barry called us, and all Barry said is Slick is done. We didn't even know anything that was happening.
Okay. So tell me,
isn't the victims?
I am so triggered right now. This is fuck. I could never do these calls with fucking streamers. They just need to. Everybody needs to shut the fuck up, and they just need to ask Mitch what the fuck happened. Tell us what the conversation was. That's the only thing that needs to be talked about right now. I don't know why xQc is about to talk. I don't know what Trainer Mizkif. They need to say, Mitch, tell what the conversation was. Like that's the only part of this conversation that matters right now. I don't know why anybody else is talking. We'll see if hopefully somebody centers back here and asks that question again because it's like the most important part of the conversation right now.
Story, like the thing that matters the most. I think
Right,
inquiring about it
exactly.
is good. I agree. You can inquire, but if you're going to the point where you would try to attempt to,
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, we would not do that, and I would not do that. I don't want to manipulate.
If you would
anybody to
send
opinion on
someone to the house, why would you like? Mitch?
Because we wanted to know the story, Train.
You could
It's just that
DM her.
simple.
You could
I'm
have Maya
skipping
over there.
ahead.
We called
God
her.
damn, this shit is actually kind of
Leave her
looking
alone.
boring.
Watch her space.
God.
You would
No,
send
but
someone over.
she was answering Barry.
Oh, that sounds even worse. Fuck. You
Fuck,
should.
I'm
no,
letting
tips
play.
on how to lie. He should have just said we couldn't get a hold of her. But to say that like she wasn't answering her phone and they were calling over and over again makes it sound.
Yeah. God. Okay. Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck. Destiny's right. He's catching on to all that bullshit. He's claiming. Okay. So at this point, Mitch's argument is Mizkif's argument. God, can they not have like such similar names? Mizkif's argument is, I didn't do it, but if I did it, I had a good reason to do it, and fuck. And when I tried doing it, but I didn't do it. But when I tried doing it, I couldn't get a hold of her. Are you serious?
Yeah,
She's answering Barry because she's friends with Barry, and Maya is involved with Slick and you. What?
And she answered Mitch, and she said that Mitch can come over with Maya.
Yeah, I was like,
This seems weird. This seems
It
very
seems very
weird.
weird. It feels like I'm like getting portrayed as this cadet that was in Slick's room, like let's figure this out. It's not what happened, man.
Well, the
That
thing
being
is,
said, like,
did I sit there with Mitch and Maya?
like pointing out the inconsistencies here isn't like a slam dunk. It's like kind of suspicious, but people are really dumb when like with their memories, with when they're under pressure and all that stuff.
Here's a very easy question
But
for
it
us
is
to
sus.
understand. So like Mitch, like based off of like what you remember, what was that conversation?
Thank you. Asmongold is the fucking. He's the. Thank you for being in this fucking call. I was gonna lose my mind. Okay, so we're refocused now on what the fuck was the conversation.
The one where
The
we were all
one
talking
between
about
like
what to do.
Yeah, what to do before you guys went over.
And be
Like, was
honest,
there
man.
any-
Regardless of repercussion.
Dude, I have no reason to lie about any of this shit. What I don't like is how I'm just like in the middle and being scapegoated.
I don't want to put you in. It's like it's just that you were there, right? I mean, like I don't know who else I can. This is.
Why would you not? You're literally have the most important. You're like the linchpin. You're like the most important, or like the second to most important factor here.
It's weird.
No, it's just like there's a lot of things that are just like.
The linchpin is like a villain in some
but I understand.
comic book, right?
Mizkif says that also sounds bad. It's between me and Train. It sounds like he doesn't trust me.
Fuck me.
But the thing is, look, okay, what happened that I told you exactly what happened that day. We all were fucking brainstorming on what the fuck, like, you know, what like to do. And yes, Miz definitely had. I mean, Miz, you have the authority figure in all of those house rooms. You know that. Like, it's like that's just your role in that house. You're the fucking boss, right? So it's like, yeah, exactly, right? So it's like, so yeah, so it's.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Stop putting words in that. Let him finish. Go ahead, Mitch.
Okay.
So yeah, and it was like we were all speaking, and then Matt was just like thinking of like what to do, and obviously the way that Matt thinks is like, you know, like with. Maya is a better person to send than Mitch because Mitch is a fucking idiot, right? So it's like, yeah.
Here's the question I'm really wondering. I just want to direct.
You guys won't let him finish.
Mitch, is that all you were gonna say?
Oh yeah, no, Mitch, I'll let you finish. I'm not trying to interrupt you.
I feel like I'm literally like.
I'm so sorry.
No, because all he has to do is tell the truth.
That's it. Get things out of
I know the truth the whole fucking time.
I know. And
then you fucking dude, and Train, you're fucking saying they call me a spineless pussy. You won't even answer my phone calls. Like, what the fuck is that?
That's irrelevant. Why are you taking personal things? Who's there for you?
You know I have your back, and you're like, call me a fucking spineless pussy.
Yeah, because Mizkif is telling me that you're denying everything you told me. That's why.
We all doing. Like, all right, just real quick. What I'm saying is like it's like the difference between like having a conversation on like how to address it versus having a conversation on how to divert it. You know what I mean? Like, so like was there any
okay, so what do I need
friendly
to
reminder.
I've said the truth 1,000 times. Like I said exactly what happened.
You just need to finish the sentence before Asmongold and Mizkif say, oh yeah, see, I just told, let him finish. Mizkif's plan, like he was
friendly reminder, all this is happening in private.
Mitch, go ahead and say the whole story for the 12th time.
So where you were, Mitch, you were saying he has
like
authority.
They're not
say, Matt, you know,
they're not playing up the drama for like
he was
you.
just saying that. I'm not putting words in his mouth. Why are you so scared?
They're being this way in private.
I know what he told me in private 6 times. I know what Barry told me. What Barry told me, what Mitch told me aligned perfectly until we got into this fucking call. And they still did until Mitch talks and then you cut him off with, see, I told you before he finishes.
Right now, I'm waiting for you to stop so Mitch can talk.
Go ahead.
Mitch, go ahead.
Okay, yes. And then we were all trying to think of what to do, whatever. And then, you know, Matt is obviously like, you know, you're smart, right? So he's like, yeah, like Maya is definitely someone that's better to speak to her than fucking I would be, right? And it was like, yeah, like that was it. And you were like saying, I mean, yeah, you did say the things about like how Maya's reputation is good and like it's a woman-to-woman thing, so it'll be easier. Like shit like that. Like yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
I don't think fuck. I sound so biased right now. There's a side that I favor right now, hardcore. Maya's testimony could change that, but like Mitch is just answering the questions that don't matter. Well, Mizkif said that, and he said that Maya's everything. That's not what's being asked right now. I don't know if Asmongold will hone in on this, but what we're asking is like, was there a plot to save Slick potentially at the expense of Adriana? That's the question. Not like, does Maya have a good reputation and a nice voice? That's not what the fuck is being asked right now.
Yep, it would be easier for her to talk about what exactly happened because Maya is a
Why are you clarifying?
Did he ask you?
Guys, can I be the voice of reason? I'm trying to be the voice of reason. Can I be honest in saying that if Maya being I think a victim of this in the past or whatever the fuck, right? That her being on your side and you saying her is an incredibly big conflict of interest. If you care about, let's say, victim stories or whatever, the fact that it could possibly alter it in your way is like a bad thing. Like I don't know, like if you care really about this shit, right? To the extent that you guys say that you cared, is the truth is the only thing that matters, that's most important. And if you had a possible impact on a story that ended up being altered, that's a bad thing. Like I would never want that to happen.
They're not.
I want to make sure. Like, can we just real quick? Like the reason why I asked the question.
They're not discussing the actual events. They're just discussing the optics of the events. Like it looks really bad if you're like using a sexual assault survivor to do this. Like sure, but you haven't even figured out if this actually happened.
Trying to direct Maya to convince Adriana to alter the story. That was my point.
Why are you playing lawyer? The intent of getting them together and sending them over because she's a trusted figure that can be related is the intent to change the story. You don't inquire.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
And why not just send Mitch and Barry? Send Mitch and Barry to relay it to you. I'm confused. Why do you need someone that's trusted and can relate to her story as a victim herself?
Because we wanted to hear the story. That's just it. We wanted to hear the full-on story of what happened.
You know that's a conflict of interest. The day she wanted to post it, you sent it there, and then they posted a revised version.
Train, I did not know there was a revised version or any of that shit. I sent Maya and Mitch over, and that's all we know. And now we're just doing he said, she said. We're not. You have no factual data with all this.
I said Maya what Mitch and Barry just said is factual data. The problem is you and Asmongold are arguing semantics. Do you understand? You're both arguing semantics.
No. I really actually don't think that it's semantics at all, because I do think that it's very easy that you could have assumed that Maya would have acted on her own because she had a vested interest.
I think what Miz was doing was just like holding the hand of the situation and like trying to guide it in a way that, like, you know, obviously
the guiding hand,
which we were all trying to do. But Miz was like, you know, like Miz was like, Maya, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know how you are, you know how.
Every time Mitch, fuck, I'm so biased. I'm sorry. Every time Mitch talks, it's just say nothing. That's not the question.
How people perceive you, blah blah blah. Like it's like that's just common knowledge. Like Maya knew that herself, but Miz was just like trying to, like, you know, make her have the confidence to be like, you know, whatever the fuck, like, you know what I mean? And that's just how the situation went. And it, like, I don't know. And like the fact that like
he's glossing over like the most important, like intentional parts.
Fucking fucked.
Well, at least you apologized to her and cleared it up with her, which I'm sure you're happy now because you're everything. That
I told you I'm cool with Adriana.
Yeah,
Like, go back, replay the last 30 seconds. Well, he's saying, I know he's saying to like make sure that like Slick doesn't get fucked. But like he's saying it in such a non-committal way. Because like again, it's not necessarily bad to go over there to figure out what the story is. The question is whether or not people are going over there to like to steamroll like railroad or change Adriana's story. Like that's like the real thing that needs to be dug into. Not like kind of talking about like, well, we just wanted to make sure that everybody was playing to their strengths and keeping Slick and safe. About like they need to like, but I don't know if we're ever gonna get there. It feels like nobody wants to dig into that a lot over what like the actual motivations, the intentions were to send people there.
We're fine. And we talked about that. You went and cleared that up, and I'm happy you did. But it's like this stuff. What you just said.
What I don't know is here's the thing. I don't actually trust Adriana in a way where she wouldn't just choose clout. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand?
Yeah,
like,
but like
it's
she like 3 other.
Oh, nice. Now they're accusing
that was said, but okay.
Oh god.
Her choosing clout is literally doing what she did, not saying a fucking word out of fear.
It's also like it's 3 other people.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know what I wasn't there that night. Slick denies it, and like she, like I don't know what the fuck happened that night. That's the problem. You know what I mean? If I did, then I would obviously, bro. If she came to me and was like, he actually like, you know, like really fucking like did something nasty, then I'm not going to defend him. You know what I mean? Like,
and I wouldn't either. If she told,
But the problem is she tiptoes around everything that we do because she wants to be cool with the big streamers. That's just the facts, right? Like
that's the problem. And you, as the person in authority, should know that the only thing that matters is getting the story out in the way that's as truthful as possible.
I literally told her that.
That's a really ugly line of
That's
reasoning.
what Mitch is saying. It's true. She did. If she came and
Speaking
said,
of optics,
Slick did do this, it's over. It's GG. I would never, even a million years, be like, are you sure? Can you?
like, is he's actually arguing that he can't trust her sexual assault allegations because she has too much of a vested interest for clout? But then he talks about about how she's dependent on this network for clout. That's such a weird statement. Like, he's almost saying something really bad, which is that he's almost saying that she would like make up allegations for clout to create drama, and then he like turns it into, well, no, but she might like not say the whole truth, which then
once
it's
again,
even worse.
It's very annoying that like now there's 2 people who would be very
is
important to
saying?
examine, Maya and Adriana, and neither of them are present, and it's starting to sound like a lot of this call, a lot of the
Well, that's what I said at the start.
Is being
they're doing a whole fucking call about sexual assault, and none of the people who are sexual assault and a cover-up. The cover-up is important. They're doing a whole call about the cover-up of sexual assault, and none of the people involved are in the call. Jesus.
Onto 2 people that aren't here to represent their stories. Maya for being the one that was actually conniving, and Adriana for potentially just being a clout chaser. And neither of them are here to represent that. It's pretty annoying that hopefully that doesn't become a big part of the rest of this conversation, because neither of them are obviously here to represent themselves.
Change this to an A to a B. Like, bro,
your story changes so much. It's crazy.
It doesn't. Explain how it changed, Rain. Explain.
You just agreed that what Mitch said is true, right? You played it as the authority figure for it to play in your favor, correct? Yes. And now you're saying it's her fault. She tiptoes around. You're literally victim blaming now. You're saying it's her fault. She tiptoes around. She's not clear. If she would have said it's him, I would have backed down and said, no, too bad.
She was tiptoeing around when Mitch was calling nonstop to try to get an answer. She would not tell us the story or what happened.
Yeah, can you? But she doesn't owe you the story, Miz. She doesn't owe it to you.
We were just trying to get what happened that night.
She doesn't owe it to you.
I don't think that she owes it to him. I think that it's okay for him to ask.
Yes, but if she doesn't want to. But it does.
Oh, dude.
Her not answering doesn't make her less credible, Miz. Her tiptoeing doesn't make her less credible when she doesn't want to tell you you're his best friend. Why
didn't tell me? That's why I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to.
Sending Maya and everyone else there is also a fucking intrusion of her privacy. It doesn't matter if she invited you. You guys called her 55,000 fucking times.
It's just not true.
Oh my god. It's not. What's not true? What part of that's not true?
We called her 55,000 fucking times.
Oh yeah, of course not 55 fucking thousand. But did you not just say you called her 40 fucking times and messaged her and she didn't answer until finally?
No, we called her. We texted her. The main person we were bothering, I'll be real with you, was Barry. Like, we were calling Barry a shit ton.
Right. And why not her directly?
Because we didn't want to fucking nonstop bother the shit out of her.
No, because you knew, because she wasn't answering. She didn't want to talk. So you wanted to get to her by any means possible.
I understand. She didn't answer, so we called Barry.
Oh man. Those of you that have any reason in here know what the fuck.
Why is Barry the one being like reasonable about this? I want to hear Barry talk more. I don't get it.
Okay, hold on. Am I crazy, or did they say earlier that they called like 11 or 12 times? I don't remember if I heard that or maybe I didn't hear that. Does anybody remember that? They said 12? Okay. That might have been also, they could have just been exaggerating. Maybe they called like 2 or 3 times. But, okay.
It's so weird.
Go ahead, Barry.
Like, yeah, Barry, you seem like the most
called Maya? Asmongold said 12?
So it like started,
so fucking weird.
I was basically their connection to the girl to go talk to her. So they called me, I went and picked them up and brought them there. And then they basically, like I said before, they sort of just like gaslit her and had her downplay her story to save Slick. That's basically what happened.
But before all of that, okay, before all of that, how did it go down in the sense where, like, did they tell you why they're calling you and why they're not calling her directly? Did she tell you, you know, before?
So I have a question. If the main importance here is the victim, right? It's Adriana Lee.
Yes.
Right. Let's just get this out of the way. Why don't we ask her if what's going on, and if she feels that she downplayed it, she tweets something, and then it is like that's it. It's over.
It's too late.
I'm not bringing Adriana. Yeah, I'm not bringing.
She retweeted something. That's why I thought she was paying attention. She retweeted a tweet.
Yeah.
That's even worse because then it makes you guys okay with a story that fits your narrative and not hers. Always.
I would want to hear from her what really, like, as somebody who is not really involved with this at all, like I want to know what the fuck happened.
Guys, I'm gonna keep it $150. We're in the same position that Mizkif was saying he was at the beginning. You wanting to talk to her is fucking irrelevant. It's not your business to talk to her. Do you understand me?
Okay.
We're talking about the intention of originally what happened when you guys wanted to send people over as a plan to quote unquote, and I'll quote Mitch so you don't yell at me, Miz, so it plays your way. Okay? That is an issue. This issue of trying to twist it into, let's find the truth for Slick. So if Slick's guilty, then we'll just get him out of here. That's far gone.
So Mitch said that. Okay, sure.
That's far gone.
I have what I said, and I have what happened with me. Is we sent Maya and Mitch over to hear the story and understand what the fuck is going on.
Mitch just
and I cared, and I wanted Slick to be okay.
You can reword it however you want, but we already went over this.
However you want.
I'm not rewording. I'm rewording it how Mitch said it, and you said Mitch was telling the truth.
Mitch said it, bro. Like, I mean, like, haven't you and Mitch had 1,000 arguments in the past over like saying things?
Mitch just said it in this call right now, and you confirmed it. And now you're realizing how bad it sounds, and you're fucking backpedaling, saying I made it up.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. Mitch said that I have commander over this house. I do. That's all Mitch said.
Okay, I'm gonna skip a lot
because
it's like a lot of back and forth here. I'm just gonna skip to like the fucking Mitch statement, which I'm not sure how to find it.
Jack, can you push her?
Wait, what? I thought I muted everyone. Oh. Let me do this real quick. Fuck.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Shit. Anyways, Mitch Jones, right? Where? I don't know if I have the clip. Ah, fuck! It's the one clip I didn't prepare.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
That's just an article about the drama.
Though I cannot say I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, let me just do this real quick so I don't get kicked out of the game. Sick Valorant gameplay, I know. I'm missing like all the kills. Oh, didn't miss that one. All right. Let me just alt tab. Boom.
I think like if you want to get your truth out, and I can't lead you, bro.
Okay, well, you just need to tell me, ask me the question, and I will answer it.
Okay, give the chat a yes or no a yes or no answer. Did Miz explicitly give direction to you and Maya and whoever the else was in that room?
Okay, yeah, that's the clip I wanted. Oh, I survived.
Room to go to Adriana's house and to quote unquote downplay the situation or find a way to save Slick's ass. Yes or no?
The answer to that is yes.
Okay, that's the f***ing sauce right there, bro.
And it's just like that.
Destiny calls out Justin Minx for using mental illness as a shield.
I think that Minx is a clout obsessed loser that gets really uncomfortable when she's not getting enough attention. And when
that wasn't the whole clip. God fucking damn it.
It's a little insulting for her to play the Manic card over and over and over again. Although I guess in my mind, when I think of like the last Manic person I knew, it was Rekful who.
God damn it! No, I don't care. Do they link like? They don't link the VOD. Oh, it's later. Okay.
Him and Moya.
Those the exact words that Miz, like, I feel like I should clarify the exact words that Miz said, like, again, because people can make their own interpretation of that, correct?
Clarify it. What were the exact words that were
Did you see
said?
the train rust clip? Yeah, I watched
words
it.
That were said
It's
were
so
like,
good.
Maya, you are Maya Higa. You know who you are.
You are
You're a
Maya
woman. She'll listen to you. Not like maybe listen's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. She, like, does that make any sense? Those were along the lines. And then he looked at me and he was like, Mitch,
wait.
we're like, Maya, you are Maya Higa. You know who you are. You're a woman. She'll listen to you. Not like maybe listen's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. She, like,
let's give it another listen, okay? Just to like the full context.
Exact words that Miz said, like
he remembers the exact words that Miz said.
Those the exact words that Miz, like, I feel like I should clarify the exact words that Miz said, like, again, because people can make their own interpretation of that, correct?
Clarify it.
The exact
What were the
words.
exact words that were said.
The exact words that were said were like, Maya, you are Maya Higa. You know who you are. You're a woman. She'll listen to you. Not like maybe listen's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. She, like, does that make any sense? Those were along the lines. And then he looked at me and he was like, Mitch, you should shut the fuck up and not say a goddamn thing. And that was that.
He's so uncertain.
There it is, dog.
Emery puts good words.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being uncharitable. I feel like, but I do feel like if you're saying those are the exact words, and then you're saying, like, listen isn't the exact word, and maybe you don't actually remember the exact words. It's kind of got to be one or the other.
Last player standing.
Brother. Yeah, that's the one clip I wanted to see. I don't know if I trust any of those people, honestly. Because, like, this is all predicated... Like, that part of the allegations is just all predicated on Mitch's testimony. I don't know if I should care, actually. Oh, this guy should have used his ult to reload. Key tip! If you ult as Phoenix and you die with your ult, you respawn with your magazine reloaded. So that's cool. Anyways.
Say it, but probably best to play as a team. So, what's the plan?
This is now a Valorant stream. This is all just bait. It was all just bait to get you to watch me play Valorant, let's be real. It was planned from the start. This whole stream, my whole streaming career, actually. Just imagine how wild it is that Mizkif's career depends on fucking Mitch Jones giving a clear statement. Which he isn't capable of doing, right? I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to be weirdly uncharitable. But to me, that isn't a clear statement. I'm not fighting that.
Spike down A. Oops.
Fighting this, though.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Exactly, it's like if your life depended on Trump giving a coherent statement. Yeah, exactly. Trump needs to give a clear statement that you're not that you didn't try to shut down a sexual assault survivor. Oh shit. My life is ruined. My life is doomed. Man, did you catch earlier that we were watching the we were watching the like a Trump interview, and he hits like all the MAGA Republican best hits. Groomers, stolen election, rhinos. What else? Biden is unfit to serve. All the best hits were there. Really the greatest artist of our time. Ever since the artist formerly known as Prince, that is.
The hunt begins. Grounded.
Fuck! Why?
Just done.
Why did I try shooting that ability? Anyways. Neyman walked into the room and he said, "Let me tell you, he has such great presence." I think it's the head. I wish I could do a good Trump voice impersonation, honestly. I wish I could do a good Trump impersonation so badly. He has such like a particular way of speaking as well. That makes for really good memes. Every Trump interview is a Republican best hit. Yeah, he always delivers, that's true. I think it's the hair. He has a special shampoo. The French really are something else, you know. Tremendous culture, not like ours. We used to have it, so yeah. I love how I still have the clickbait title too for the stream. You thought we were getting drama? You're getting Valorant. Oh, but there is some Valorant drama too. I'm keeping it for next stream though. Oh fuck, I'm like gonna die here. Oh shit! Ah! I should have dashed away. Hooked up. Oh god, there's some spicy Valorant drama. Andrew Tate drama. The fucking God, I kind of want to get out of this game so I can like do like the final segment for the stream. G2. So like Riot is currently preparing their pro scene for Valorant. So they've been drafting. Drafting is not the right word. They've been consulting with different Valorant teams to see like which teams are going to get permanent spots in the pro team rotation. Like kind of like what they do with League, where certain teams get the will like have a reserved spot unless they do something really bad or their performance really sucks. And it turns out that this guy G2 Carlos from G2 had a celebratory party after they won a big Valorant game. He celebrated and posted a clip of the celebration. Guess who is in the clip? None other than let me pull up the clip real quick. None other, the one and only motherfucking DOGG Andrew Tate.
Thank you, brother. Let it go. Right behind it.
So they dunked the teams. They dunked the teams candidacy because Andrew Tate he's literally in the fucking background, right? Like this is he's just like the camera's panning around. He's not the focus of the clip. Even if he was the focus of the clip, like what now you're not allowed to like go to the same club as Andrew Tate? Say you go to the club and he's there and he like crashes your party. Now you should get canceled. I'm no Andrew Tate fan, and you guys know it. But that's kind of a weird standard. I like her dress. You know what? Let's look at it again.
Let it go. Right behind it.
Booba. Okay, I like the sleeves. I like the like shoulder sleeves on the dress. I actually agree on it. But let's be real. You're talking about Booba here, right? He defended the fuck out of it, though. Did he? Well, I know I have some other tweets to look at, and I will, right after this, commercial intermission. Oh fuck! Oh, nice, Reyna. Reyna with the action. I'm doing it. I'm ego peeking. Okay, good. So now we can look at the other tweets. Right.
Spike down A.
Nobody will ever be able to police my friendships. I draw my line here. I party with whoever the fuck I want. This is reasonable to me. I think this is not cancelable. G2 is above Carlos and always has been. I'll do anything to protect this company and my colleagues in it, as it is my unconditional duty to them. Oh, because this is because the G2 like issued a public statement saying that Carlos will take 8 weeks of leave as CEO and suspend his earnings. Oh, his career is getting, dude. His career is actually getting like, his career is getting nuked over this. He was liking tweets saying "fuck cancel culture" and the like. He said he's personal friends with Andrew Tate, LeMayo. It's definitely cringe because Andrew Tate is a like hella cringe person. But I can't blame for someone actually being canceled over like a dumbass 8-second clip complaining about cancel culture. Like, yeah, sure, most people complain about cancel culture are being like really disingenuous about it. That was never in doubt. But if it's justified, fuck. If it's justified, if you're, I don't know, man. I want to. I don't want to cancel people because they're friends with Andrew Tate. I'll be honest. I can defend canceling Andrew Tate. It is something I rather agree with. But going like after all friends and acquaintances is a really fucking weird direction to take the discourse in my opinion. So okay, in the stuff I've prepared, I have a Washington Post article that I can look at real quick, but I don't have the like a statement where he says that he was friends with him. I know he could have just not uploaded the video when he knew that Andrew Tate was a controversial figure. That would have been better. As a CEO, he committed a mistake. Sure, he could have anticipated that he would be he would get flack for it. That is a criticism you can make. But if I personally don't believe that you should be cancelled because you're friends with Andrew Tate, so he shouldn't have to think of that. He should have thought of that in an ideal world because he's responsible for his business and stuff. But he shouldn't have to. The tweet you read implied it. In my opinion, no. The tweet I read did not imply Andrew Tate being like oh fuck, I'm blind. Ow. Owie. Ouchie, mommy. Did not imply them being friends. It implied them. Oh fuck. No one can police my friendships. Yeah, but okay, that does imply they could be friends, or it could be a general statement. Because that's the like next step. The reason people want to cancel him over it is because they think he's friends with him, and he's like, "Fuck off! You don't get to police my friendships." And that was how I read it. I might be being too charitable, but the fact is, I don't actually care. I don't think that's a good reason to cancel someone. Like, look, I've talked about it multiple times. I have been friends with someone who was a Holocaust denier, who believed in multiple conspiracy theories, and who later on, at that point we were no longer friends, but who later on became like really racist. Now, I saw it as in I saw it as in... Fuck, I didn't kill him fast enough. I saw it as in I should be... I should be trying to change his mind. I should be there. Oh fuck. I'm in the wrong place. I should be there to change his mind, and to and I should have stayed his friend, honestly. I shouldn't have stopped being his friend just because I regret no longer being his friend because he'd gone like full on racist and all that stuff. I would have preferred to be that person who could have changed his mind, who could have, well, listened to the anguish and the fucked upness that was causing that bad state of mind, and tried to help him work through it in a healthier way than by turning to hate. So, yeah, no, obviously, that person probably isn't friends with Andrew Tate to change his mind. I'm not going to pretend that. But the standard here is... The standard that people are establishing is that you can't be friends with Andrew Tate. At all. You could find pictures of me at a party with this, this like, Holocaust-denying friend I'm talking about. Does that mean I should get cancelled? I don't believe so. I'm going to apply the same standard to myself as I'm going to apply to other people, right? Or try to, at least, obviously. And obviously, nothing's perfect.
Nope.
Ah, fuck. You should stay friends with Andrew Tate to convince him still water is yummy. Why is he? Does he have a pass on sparkling water? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. As a pretentious French person, I've learned to love sparkling water. I actually really enjoy it. Some San Pellegrino, it feels good, man. I like it. I fully endorse. Especially since, like, I know San Pellegrino is like really bougie and expensive in other countries, but like being real with you, in France, it's not that big of a deal. It costs the same as mineral water at a restaurant, so you can pretty much just order whatever you prefer. Yo, V Thunder, hey, long time no see. How are you doing? I do too, but I don't think that people who like still water are pussies. No, of course not. It's fucking personal preference. Obviously. Wait, so living life sounds good. I endorse that. I endorse your life, V Thunder. Unless you're like murdering babies. If living life to you means murdering babies, then maybe I don't endorse it entirely. You don't need to elaborate. I'm just covering my bases here, okay? I'm learning. I'm media training myself. I'm learning to be better at double speak. Reading Orwell wasn't enough to prepare me for the streamer lifestyle. Some streamers are more equal than others, okay? In this grand farm that we live in, the drama does not affect us equally. Fuck, they didn't take the bomb. Have you... Wait, so Thunder, you've been touching grass, right? You haven't really been... You haven't really, like, touched any of the crazy Twitch drama, I imagine. Oh, we're all dying here, aren't we?
They found my trap. Someone's mid. Spike is down.
Ah! Yes, 100% touched grass. Nice. I'm super glad to hear that. I'm proud of you. If you'll allow me to be your parasocial daddy for a split second, I will pet you on the head and tell you you're a good boy.
Out of charges.
I like this Reyna's movement, by the way. That like jump strafe back up behind the wall, very sexy. That was terrible though, but she didn't get punished for it. Nah, man, touching grass is good. So I imagine you have really followed the drama. Well, don't, or do if you want to. I mean, the more I think about it, like, honestly, it's okay to like drama. It's okay to like the Kardashians. That's the way I see it. It's okay to watch reality TV, to like indulge a little bit. It's when you indulge too much that things get weird. What's also not okay is obviously the drama here concerns a sexual assault survivor, so there is some level of tact that should be expected from people, but yeah. Oh wait, let's use our ult. LeMayo, what the fuck? Yeah, well, you know. Are you okay? Been struggling a bit, honestly, for about a month. Had some like personal problems, compounded and confounded with some like mental health shit. Why am I doing this with the bomb, by the way? I'm like throwing.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Fuck! Okay, I made it out. Fuck! the smoke faded. But yeah, I've been I've been going to therapy already for a couple of weeks. That it's starting to like help me be in a better mindset. Dealing like processing shit, I guess. That's what therapy is for. Processing. And working on myself and getting ready to like stream again, get back into the grind set. I got some really cool content lined up for the stream and for the YouTube channel, and got lots of cool ideas that I'm working on that I haven't really worked on for a month, but I'm picking up the slack right now, and I think things are gonna be looking up. Things are gonna be pretty cool. God, I hate my team. My movement choices were questionable there, to be honest, but still. I hated that, what happened there. Our, do you play Valorant, Thunder? Is this what got you back here? I need to switch my stream category, honestly.
You know, from the front.
At this point, I am just chatting, but this is kind of a Valorant stream, sort of. Sort of, kind of, possibly, maybe. Full focus, says Phoenix. Can we buy? Sort of, yeah, let's buy. Yo, Catvin, what's up? Long time no see as well.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Oh shit, that's mid, right? Or A, or B. Or somewhere. That is somewhere. A very controversial statement. Something is happening somewhere on this map. I am an expert at the game, by the way. Oh. I just heard him a little bit. You saw that? I did a little tagarino. Oh fuck. Fuck! The fucking flank, of course. Is this ranked? No, I'm playing unranked. That's why I like muted my whole team and I'm completely focused on chat. I'm not focused on the game. I've been thinking of like grinding back a little bit. I've basically been thinking about like. Okay, so there is this line from one of my favorite bands. Wolfpack. Wolfpack live Madison Square Garden. There's this line that the like hype guy drops at the live at Madison Square Garden. Let me look at the timestamps. Double check where exactly it is. Is it the Hill Climbers speech? I think it's that one. Oh, no gun for me.
I want to welcome you. Tonight, I'm Jack Stratton, the founder of Wolf Records. I am a shepherd of greatness. The number one, number two man.
God, I'm throwing this game hard.
Some say polymath, some say dilettante. I specialize in everything. I get Tony Robbins results at TJ Maxx prices.
This is got a great sense of humor.
And I
That's a good line.
mince garlic.
Oh.
Not my words.
Not my words.
And I want to tell you the story of the hill climber tonight. Nay, the hill climbers. In 2013, a group of young mountaineers.
Is it this? Ah, fuck. I don't know if it's part of the
trail,
speech.
A treacherous path.
I might be wrong.
With
okay.
no road.
Anyways, okay, it might not be part of the speech. It's the thing I wanted to get at is there is this line he drops during this concert, where he says that a concert is, in his opinion, a concert is 30% my enjoyment. I'm like directly quoting him. It's 30% my enjoyment, 70% your enjoyment. And that had me thinking, like after the Chud Logic Rhizome streamer Nightmare stuff, like what is it that I actually want my stream to be? Like, I don't want to become Chud. That doesn't fit my personality. I'm not Chud Logic. Rhizome is a bit closer, perhaps, to like what fits me. But I'm not Rhizome either, right? I'm neither of those people. I can't be. And fuck it, I'm going in. Oh fuck. Fuck. Pepe, I asked you this ages ago. I know, and I needed to try. I needed to experiment, try, and figure out what I actually wanted. Because I realized I got a bit burnt out on streaming. I didn't want to face it because I actually really do like streaming, and like that's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to like abandon it. I don't want to feel burnt out. But I guess I kind of was. I need to not remember. No, I'm dropping frames because I'm having internet problems, Spaniard. I'm sorry. I'm just having. Holy shit, this Reyna is baller. I'm having some internet issues tonight. Anyways, getting back to the subject, I am realizing that I need to keep my own enjoyment on the stream, right? I need to like right now I'm doing it, right? I enjoy playing Valorant. I know you guys don't really care about watching Valorant, so I'm just playing unranked. I can like I'm just like I'm gonna fuck around and find out. Like I don't need to stress about my rank, or I could as well. Oh, fuck me. Ready to just save my ass.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Ah, fuck. I play Valorant. I enjoy it. Nice. But most of my viewership doesn't really enjoy watching me play Valorant. But like, I wanna play it a bit. So I gotta figure out a compromise where I can play it, but still focus on chat and do the just give you that just chatting experience that most of the people who come here come for, but in a nice Valorant-sized package. That's one idea. I've been playing this game called Rogue Company with my friends. Have you ever heard of it? Rings a bell. I think I've seen ads for it, but I have no idea what it is. Like what kind of game? what kind of game it is? Omen's throwing. But yeah, Nep, you're right. You asked me this ages ago. I have this attitude when it comes to testing stuff. I've always had this. Even if I think something, it comes from fucking video games. Have you ever played Final Fantasy and you enter a dungeon and you know that going left is not the exit of the dungeon or the path to the boss. It's where the like stupid bonus item is that you're not even gonna use because it's not like you're using the consumables anyways. So you always take the longest path to go anywhere because you're doing all the side areas and all the side quests and looting all the like side extras. So after, and I actually do that IRL. I realized that a while ago, where, for example, wait, are we ditching Reyna here? What the fuck? Okay.
Last player standing.
I used to do that with my homework. If I was hesitating between like two approaches to an exercise or like on a test, I would sometimes take, not always, I'm not like that stupid, but I would pretty often take the approach that I thought was less likely to work, just to try it out, you know, out of curiosity. So say test it, and so then I'm sure that the good approach is actually the best approach. Not a very optimal way of well, approaching things, if I'm gonna abuse that word a bit more. But anyways, people gave me advice on like what to do with the stream, and I have to face the reality. It's some of the advice still is applicable and still works really well. Some of it not necessarily. Oh, also Spaniard, while I have you here, what's your thoughts on the Twitch drama? Have you been following it? And Catvin. So what are you saying? It's like a third-person shooter. It has kind of mode, the defusal and no respawns, but I mainly just play the team deathmatch mode since it's fun to run around fighting people over and over. Yeah, I could take a look at it. You could check it out. Honestly, third-person shooters are not my jam. I was reading LSF about all the drama. Nope, not following.
Hi, everyone.
Don't care.
Hope you're
Some
doing
high
well.
school type mentality bullshit. What I agree with you on some level, but what isn't high school type mentality bullshit is the allegation. Having people abuse their authority in a professional setting to silence a sexual assault allegation is really fucking bad. And people are right to be up in arms about that. Now, the way it's being treated is very high schoolish, and that's where I agree with you. But like, I don't hate on anyone who doesn't care about it and doesn't want to take it seriously. That's perfectly fine. You mean sexual harassment in texts? No, I'm not talking about the allegations against Trainwreck's, like about his text messages. I'm talking about the allegation claiming that Mizkif sent Maya to Adriana to pressure her to like moderate her allegations against Slick. Chud covered a lot of it. Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it
Today we're checking out a new game called Rogue.
I was watching a bit of it earlier. Holy Batman, Call of Duty HP bars. And I don't mean that necessarily in a bad way, but the time to kill in this game is fucking bonkers. That's like Okay, not with the shotgun, but like those earlier clips, that's actually Battle Royale TTK. I'm sorry, I'm used to like tactical shooters having really low TTK. Didn't he kiss her and molest her? No, the original sexual allegation Adriana made is that Slick allegedly. You can kill people really fast. This creator is just bad. Okay, fair enough. The original allegation is that I'm gonna go back to just chatting. Adriana is claiming, and it's not just claiming. Like there's consensus on this, right? This is like something that pretty much everyone agrees on at this point. Is that Slick acted like well, sexually assaulted her in the sense that she passed out at a party drunk. In front of witnesses, Slick supposedly tried to check her pulse, except that witnesses around claimed to have seen him groping her breasts. So there was like a little bit of leeway of like, well, maybe he's really fucking dumb and he's like trying to feel her pulse by like feeling her heart underneath her breast. But the problem is there's like a context, like other people have been describing him as a sex pest, so like or at least that's what I've been told. So basically pretty much everyone agrees he misbehaved from what I've seen. And going from there, Adriana put out a tweet longer that starts off very softly, in the sense that Adriana's tweet longer starts off with, this is not rape. I was not raped, I was not assaulted, but what happened made me uncomfortable, basically. And she describes what was told to her about what happened since she was passed out. Yeah, he kept trying to do it multiple times from what I've heard as well. And so, but that happened years ago. The tweet longer came out, there was the drama. Now what happened is that Mizkif came after Train over gambling stuff because of the Slicker drama, where Slicker became a gambling addict and scammed other streamers out of money. Yeah, it's just 7 years old, or I didn't remember how many years old exactly. But anyways, so there was gambling drama because Slicker became a gambling addict, was friends with a bunch of wealthy streamers and borrowed a bunch of money from all those different streamers. Classic. If you know gambling addicts, that's a very classic story, very typical of how that shit happens. Then Mizkif shits on Train for the gambling stuff because, well, we all know what Train has to do with gambling on Twitch. And then Train claps back by saying that he has bad stuff about Mizkif and Maya pressuring Adriana to not go ham on Slick, not Slicker, Slick, the sexual assaulter in the earlier story. That shit got leaked. The shit that got leaked is a private call between multiple big streamers. So the OTK house stuff people, who that is Mizkif, Asmon, who's kind of like acting like a moderator or whatever, a guy called Barry, I don't know who the fuck he is, Train, xQc. Someone told me earlier, Odin told me earlier that Maya comes in later, which thank God, because it's also super fucking weird to have a bunch of people talk about an abuse of power, like shutting up a sexual assault survivor, where it's just like a bunch of men. And not to like go full woke school on it, but it is a fucking weird way to. It is fucking surrealist listening to it. But anyways, I wouldn't say it's leaked. People are just letting all the information out because of this entire situation. That's literally what a leak means. A leak means that people are letting the information out. I'm sorry, I'm maybe playing semantics in your eyes, but that's what a leak means to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Did I listen to the call that Train leaked with Miz? I listened to the like an hour of it earlier while I was playing Valorant. I listened to an hour of it. It's running in circles. They're like Destiny does some interesting commentary on it, in like an analysis of the actual discussion and whatever, and he's like on point with that. But I don't. It's there's some good memes from it, but it's mostly like clips. Listening to the whole thing at this point, unless you want to like make sure you haven't missed anything, but listening to the whole thing is kind of like a snooze fest, honestly. Train was asked if he was recording and was trying to act like he wasn't. Then he released a recording of the entire call. So that is one hypothesis, but another hypothesis that I've seen flown around is that Train didn't record the call. Mitch recorded the call and shared the recording with Train. And then Train leaked the call to Destiny. That might be what happened. I don't know, though. Well, all these folks that are involved are laying out heaps of their personal stuff that happened between all of them. This is what I mean, high school drama. Yeah, of course. But I mean, it's like if high school drama arose, but about like sexual assault and shutting up, and like an attempt at shutting up the victim of the sexual assault, which all I'm saying is like that elevates it to a certain level of seriousness that calling it high school drama doesn't do justice to. They all know each other outside of Twitch. Yeah, of course. It's a small circle, you know. Twitch is a microcosm. I need to build. God, this is so fucking cute. On the complete side note. I need to stretch. Oh god, it's 2:30 a.m. So yeah, that's like a recap, basically, of what I know about the drama. There are some funny clips, Catvin. I'm sure you've seen, if you've been like trolling LSF, I'm sure you'll see them. There's like Train getting mad at a kid in Rust, while Mitch is like doing this like super heartfelt speech, and Train suddenly goes off on a fucking kid in Rust who was asking for a scrap. It's hilarious. But I don't know about the I don't know about the rest. Oh yeah, there's the other like really funny clip. I can just play them to you. I mean, this is, so most of you have already seen them, right? But yeah, this is the kid in Rust clip.
He has my back too, but
oh man, I'm here, but seems like the stream's about to be over. Looks like some good topics. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Honestly, today's stream was fire, Aaron. I hope you're gonna enjoy it. I'm like a bit lower energy right now because I'm fucking tired. But we had some good fucking topics tonight.
all right. Well, yo, thanks for the chat. And like I said, I did not record this conversation. I was just talking to you man to man, and I hope.
Okay, yeah. This clip is so fucking perfect. This starts off with the whole like, I did not record this conversation, man to man, bro to bro, you know, mano a mano, and like. Obviously, someone recorded the conversation. I don't know if it was Train. I don't know if it was Mitch. But someone fucking recorded this, okay?
Same otherwise.
I showed you my screen.
Yeah, and Train's like full-on business mode, you know? Like, he's so fucking tired. This is like after, what, 4 hours? This is towards the end of the call, if I recall correctly. So this could be like 4 fucking hours into the call. I can hear the fatigue in Train's voice. He's like, I showed you my screen. There's no like recording software running. Like, fuck off.
I'm just saying, bro, you're my boy. You're my boy. Like, out of all of these people, I trust you, and I don't want to regret that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, out of all of these people, I trusted you.
If it's for the truth.
This is like, dude, I get to go like back and forth on this stuff, because on one hand, I really do want people to feel safe and being more vulnerable. Like, remember, this is a private convo. This isn't someone like virtue signaling on a stream. This is private, and someone is like bearing his heart out. I'm assuming if I'm gonna be charitable, I have to assume he's being genuine and like vulnerable about trusting Train here. Or the other perspective is he's being like emotionally manipulative and like preemptively guilt tripping him and like, you know, setting up like we're really good friends, huh? You're not gonna fuck me over this, huh? Like I have a career to lose. And we're friends, right? There's like two different readings of this that are fighting within me. One that's really fucking cynical and dark, and one that's like really charitable and wholesome. And I don't know which to give into. Mitch got removed from the ODK website. He's no longer a creator on the website. Interesting.
Scrap for a brother.
Oh, this guy's asking me for scrap. Like, hold on.
There you go.
Bro, all you've done is ask for scrap. Go farm. Go build something. No one's giving you scrap for your stupid fucking YouTube video. You understand me? Go farm and play the game, you dumb motherfucker.
Get him. Yes.
Get him.
Get him.
Holy shit, that's shameless. All you've gotten scrap from like 3 different people and you still come back to the same corner. We know what you're doing. Get the fuck out of here. Holy shit. Do you understand me? And by the way, those moans you hear in your mom's room, that's the fucking neighbor piping her down, you pussy.
Yeah, I can't get into it.
No, you're good. I just said in all of this, bro. Like,
this is pre-listened and it's genuinely making me laugh.
like,
God.
I'm just being real with you. Like I've really
Why don't we have Train game streams, dude?
trusted you, and I just want you to.
Aaron, you've like watched the Destiny cover this, right? You're a Destiny viewer. LeMayo destroyed that kid, yeah.
Have my back. Like I really felt like, you know, with Destiny, like all that shit, like it got.
And the guy's like, I love that it's interrupting this heartfelt like emotional speech too. Like, Train's got his priorities, man. You know what I mean? Like, sure, you're bearing your heart out, but man, this kid's like pissing me off as begging for a scrap. And the other guy's like, okay, let's go right back into the speech.
To being like, oh yeah, you know, obviously, dude, it's gonna be shifting blame if it's like, oh yeah, Mitch is a fucking rat, and then the fucking whole narrative gets shifted to like, oh, Mitch betrayed Miz, and then that's what people are talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it a buck 50,
so it's like,
yeah.
I just need you to have my back publicly, especially when Destiny tried to twist the narrative into being like, oh, what, like, you know, it's fucking Mitch Jones, bro. Like, of course that shit got out, because that just takes the full focus away from the actual thing and makes it be like, oh, like, let's look into these details that are irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Just
look.
I'll go back on a call with Destiny and I'll make sure that he clarifies, because that's bullshit. You're right, that is bullshit. Like the fact that was clipped out of context is bullshit. Especially
It wasn't even
since...
clipped out of context. I watched the entire VOD. The Destiny was trying to paint a narrative out of probably for just pure sake of content that, like, you know, I'm a rat. Like,
which I don't know why he's doing that. Like, he's supposed to be like it just.
I don't know what they mean about the rat thing. I've seen the memes on like r/Destiny. I don't know what the context is for the like Mitch is a rat allegations, TBH. So it's something, but yeah. And yeah, what was the other clip you said? Oh yeah, the Mitch Jones crying clip. Yeah, I was watching Chud watch Mitch Jones stream. It's a fucking like his testimony is fucking weird. What's funny to me, this was perception of the one female that tried to say all this stuff against xQc in the attempt to her reputation, in the attempt to hurt his reputation on Twitch. It backfired. Every day after the drama between him and her, his viewership was averaging 120k per day. Oh, you mean Adept? Like xQc's ex? I know there was some big drama between them, but I did not follow that shit at all. I didn't know that there was any allegations about it, but yeah. Mitch Jones has been known as a rat for like 10 years. I remember everyone always shit on him 10 years ago. Oh shit.
Is I think doing at least the moderate good thing.
Wait, we gotta hide the mystery streamer. There we go. We don't. Whoever the streamer is, I'm certain he's not a banned streamer from Twitch. Okay. This is absolutely safe to watch.
Doing at least the moderate good thing is like making sure that whatever she says next is something you're comfortable, and she's very comfortable with it, whatever. Even if that means that him throwing him super hardcore under the bus. That's just kind of how it is. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
If you did something wrong, is something wrong? and shows the truth out, and that is wrong, that's wrong. You can't dodge it.
Truth. xQc laying on the truth. If it's wrong, it's wrong.
I think this is it's.
Yeah, I'm playing Factorio while listening. Didn't you know, Chinchilla? I'm the one. I'm the person who got chosen to leak the drama. I also got a Surfshark. I also got a Surfshark sponsorship, by the way.
Like I honestly have no idea, because like I don't know Slick. I don't really know,
I don't know
like
either.
Like, did you talk to him like one-on-one about this?
What, today? No.
Well,
I
whenever
don't
it
remember,
happened.
dude. It was a year and a half ago. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yo, I'm back.
Sorry, inappropriate.
Wait.
I mean, man, I get why Destiny laughs there. It's just, yeah, like Mitch is crying. People are speechless. It is a heavy topic. It is a really fucking heavy topic. There is some grave misconduct going on, and then there's like, yo, I'm back. Like, fucking gamers, dude. Like, sorting this out on Discord and shit.
Hello?
Is I think doing at least the
Yeah, Chinchilla, we just watched the clip where like Train goes off on a kid in Rust in the middle of the middle of the combo with Mitch.
moderate good thing.
Oh, we already watched the clip. Well, all the other streamers having showing Destiny on Twitch, no bans yet. Look, the reality is, fucking Hassan has watched this too. Most people are just like hiding. Most people are like hiding Destiny on the screen, like I just did. Or like, let's face it, the reality is, this whole video is not about Destiny. It's about the Twitch drama. I think at some point they have to understand that there's no fucking way they can ban people for this. Or if they do, that's really fucking stupid. Adept was okay. Magical is saying Adept was not trying to excuse xQc of anything. xQc just leaked their breakup, and she got upset because it became on-stream drama. Yeah, my understanding was that it wasn't like a misconduct allegations. It was a breakup. Now I don't know about the like leak or being non-consensual and stuff, but I could definitely see her being pissed about that. I'm shocked Twitch. Oh yeah, we already mentioned that. Fucking Mitch, dude. Yeah, they should. Then Hassan can get banned. You know what? I'll do it. I'll take on the ban to my channel and fucking just stream on YouTube. I'll take on the ban to my channel in order so that Hassan gets banned as well. I'll do that sacrifice just for you. I actually don't fucking care. That much. I'm not that spiteful. I'm not spiteful at all against Hassan. I just think he has some dumb fucking takes. But unironically, that would be a meme. I would definitely meme about it. But yeah, and we'll see in the coming days if Twitch actually cracks down on it. The thing is, like, at this point, Twitch's like credibility and goodwill especially from big streamers is at a fucking 0 point, right? Because you got to understand, Twitch has done a pay cut of like 20 to 30% on all those big streamers. Now, all the drama everyone wants to talk about is like ban-worthy. And if you actually get banned for it after a pay cut, after all that shit, dude, they're just going to lose all their biggest content creators to YouTube at this point. There's no fucking reason to stay on Twitch if Twitch is going to treat you like shit and you're one of the big like moneymakers, content creators on the platform. I would be fucking seething if that's the direction this goes in, and I was concerned by it. I'm a fucking small fry, but you know what I mean. You'll probably get a 7-day ban, but it's Hassan's second ban, and the third should be a perma. I'm not gonna get banned. Let's be real, Chinchilla. Unless one of my like old school like troll people who are trying to like harass me in DMs or whatever. Unless those people like start like mass reporting me or like flagging my channel, there's no reason for me to get banned. Also, Aaron, you said I live pretty close to where the teacher is at. You mean the Tucker Carlson Mommy Milkers teacher? Yeah, you want to get a ban? Yeah, of course not. My stream's too fucking small for it. Even if I had like 100 viewers, I wouldn't get a ban for it. Let's be real about it. Oh shit, everyone's moving to YouTube chat now. YouTube chat, best chat. Let's be real. When can you start adding emotes to YouTube chat? That's like the real question. I need to look into it. I did just add fuck. I need to like customize some stuff. Cause I finally added the custom emotes I'd ordered on my to like bettertwitch.tv, but I need to like make the commands accessible. But that's not for now. Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys off to another stream unless we get like an emergency content drop on the stream. If there's something you want me to check out, now's the time, now's the moment, or forever may you shut your fucking mouth. I just switched to YouTube chat. I don't want to be on found in your chat when watching illegal content. JK, at work the internet's too bad for Twitch. Oh yeah. That makes sense. Man, I have to say, one of the good things with not having streamed for so long, I have so much good content to cover. Like actual good content, not the like drama shit. I have like actual good content to cover. Like the start of the stream was unironically fucking fire. I really enjoyed it, and I think it was like some good shit. So yeah, I'm feeling good about this. Okay, who should we raid? I think we should raid Chow. We haven't raided him in forever.
Concepts laid out correctly, and then to think about the political decisions.
I think it's gonna be cool shit. Did you cover the pro-Russia
on a very deep level?
It wasn't that
guy mad that he got conscripted? No. You link me real quick right now, okay? Link me and I'll add it to the Google Doc for next stream.
The point was that because
that I think
pro-war Russian learns he is being conscripted.
Yeah, I mean the point is, but you're right in a way because.
Oh no! All right, adding it to the Google Doc real quick.
About
I don't forget.
Conversation. Fascism is about strength. It's about power. It's about will, and
it's about power. It's about hunger. No, we devour. Sorry, I'm listening to the Chow stream. Just a small red meme. Yeah.
At least in their own countries, all the way to the
pro or Russian.
What finished fascism was not an argument. What finished fascism was a war. And I think in that sense, we are in a similar situation where it's going to be very hard for us to make arguments against the Putin regime. We have to do it. We have to name things by the right names. We have to define the concepts correctly. We have to defend ourselves against.
Oh yeah, Control K, insert link.
But this war is not about some kind of reason. It's not.
Close the Google Doc. All right. Raid J Chow live.
Respond to a demonstration with strength. Strength is to prove that it doesn't work.
So, yo. So, everyone, go check out Chow's shit. He's watching some serious stuff. It's gonna be cool, right? My stream was a bit wild today. We went to the like dumb drama stuff. Chow's our favorite, beloved, serious political commentator.
Turning to your previous question, one of the reasons that
he is a smart guy. He's a well-educated guy, and I really respect him, and I like him. So please give him a warm hug and tell him I said ooh. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
We had a much richer political vocabulary in the 20th century. Now we have a very narcissistic political vocabulary, which is about one model or the failings of that one model. And so whether we